night for Obi. Um, y'all are going to get a kick out of the knight, who, despite Obi being level 6 currently, has more health than him at level 4.
I mean, that kind of can happen. This is for me. This is for me. This is for me. Okay.
Why? Why?
The same reason why I rolled a d20 before to prevent me from drawing from it. If I took a hit on the intimidation, I'm rolling that as like a just on a personal. If I would do more drawings, because if I feel like I've lost some quote unquote edge to myself, it might limit myself from drawing from the deck again. Not saying it's
Fair
stopping
enough.
me. I'm saying it's going to limit me. Does that make sense?
No, it's your character. Do whatever
Yeah,
you want.
but I also want to be fair about it. That's what I'm saying. I know the consequences of the deck, but I still rolled it beforehand to draw because
Sorry, it took his hands away.
yeah. Sorry.
So
Well,
by the
yeah. I
way,
just I just
oh,
wanted to
my
do that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just want to do that just basically for my personal character for like the way I want to play it.
Fair enough.
So I was watching Perky's VOD from last week to show Sari what was going on.
Yeah.
Specifically the part before I had joined it. We've been doing this game for almost a year, and I keep forgetting that the dice roller button on the left side exists. I've been always doing my dice rolls.
Oh shit, dude. That's the only way I do it. Oh shit.
You've been typing it in manually this whole time?
Yes.
You can click it on your sheet.
Oh no, I click it on the sheet, but if you just ask us to just straight roll for some reason, I always do manual instead of actually going to the dice roll.
Gotcha.
I'd be real.
Alright.
I always have to ask what the command is because I forget.
Alright. So, when we last left off, you guys got a legendary magic item that is spoken about in hushed whispers about how interesting it is. 4 cards were drawn. The gem, the knight, the fool, and the throne. One of those was not resolved. So we're going to open up today's game with that being resolved. Obi,
Yes.
when you drew the knight card, unlike when you drew the gem card and there was an immediate reaction with a sack full of emeralds just dropping out of nowhere, the knight was not. It did not have a reaction. Until now. You hear, coming from where you guys first came into here, just outside of the giant gated walls, noise. A familiar voice.
It's Lenore.
I swear, if that husband of mine is fucking dead. And you hear the clattering of armor, heavy chainmail armor. If you'd like to introduce your knight, which you have introduced before.
I fucking love this.
As the voice grows ever closer, Ovi's only reaction, fuck.
In combat, you will be controlling your wife, and more likely she will be controlling Obi.
Say, is this like his actual wife or just like a clone?
This is his actual wife.
Ah, bro.
The knight had to come from somewhere in the world.
This is fabulous. I'm loving this so much.
So, Obi, you died recently. You came back. And it's almost as if there was a sense of something's gonna happen. Something is just, my husband is going to be in trouble and I need to go save his ass. And next thing that Obi knows is after he wakes up from the brink of death and you all have your long rest, the next morning your wife is there in what looks to be gear that she took from your shop that you had set aside for adventurers to buy. If you would like to familiarize yourself with your new second character sheet, you may.
Yes,
Or I
and
can give you a rundown of all the things that she can do.
I mean, I'll do that myself too. But would you also like to tell the group about how you made her? Like a
You're
specific
parking your
type of
tent
fighter?
outside of camp.
So Moira she has to be a fighter as per the card that was drawn. So she is what is called a Battle Master fighter. To keep her relevant in the long term, she is a support fighter. All of her stuff is to support the party.
By doing what exactly?
By telling you all what to do. Specifically, she can yell at Obi and give him an extra attack as a reaction. This is an actual thing. It's 5e.
She can nag him to do stuff?
She can nag him to do stuff. This is an actual thing. Obi, if you'd like to share to the group by clicking on her character sheet, and there should be like a little speech bubble when you hover over it in the feats and traits. Commander's Strike. So you can share it with the party.
I know, I'm trying to find it.
You can do this to anybody. She tells you to hit stuff, and you will end up hitting it better.
Oh wait, I think I just
That'd
got
be great
that
for my stunning strikes.
on the Vox Machina stuff where they're in the Slayer's Take. They had one of those with them.
They're a very good support character, despite the fact that they're a fighter. I have her set up so she has 6 different maneuvers. Or sorry, 5 different maneuvers and 6 chances to do them per short rest. So she nags a lot. Have fun, Obi!
Oh no, there are 6 maneuvers.
Is there 6 maneuvers?
Commander Strike, Maneuvering Attack, Rally, Disarming Strike, Parry, and Trip Attack.
Yep, that is correct. There's supposed to be 6. Pretty sure. Let me double check. 1, 2, yeah, 6. Have fun with playing 2 characters. You're going to have to voice her as well. I'm not going to voice her.
Okay.
You know what this means?
So you
right,
have to
Obi?
nag yourself.
You have 2 characters to control now. That means you cannot multi-box and play WoW at the same time. Have fun.
Also, it's very hard to GM with a cat on my lap, licking my shirt. Guess who's in my lap, baby?
I mean,
You're
considering
there.
the 2 were in here, probably Pixel.
Yeah. All right. So, what are you all doing this morning as you have a new companion with you?
I don't know if Ginkgo has ever been, like, properly introduced.
Chris hasn't either.
My dear Zamora, it is a pleasure to see you on this fine day. How are you faring?
Yeah, I woke up this morning, and for some reason I thought Obi was getting himself into trouble despite telling me he would be fine. And
Oh,
I somehow managed to find you in this accursed place.
my dear, this may be an accursed place, but as you can see, Obi is perfectly healthy at the current moment. By the way, I'm not lying.
In the current moment,
Make me a
he
deception
is
check,
great.
Atkins.
I just want to say that I just want to point that out real quick. I'm not lying. At this
By
current
the way,
moment, he's fine.
By the way, y'all did have a long rest, so you can reset your HP and spells, Lothar and Scarlet.
Oh shit, this terrifies you when you say that. But I assure you, we are perfectly fine. There was mild dangers in this area, mild indeed. Nothing to be truly worried about in the long run.
Make me a deception check.
I mean, oof, oof. I don't wanna. Let's go.
Obi, as Moira, make an insight check.
Sounds
I will
legit.
let you. I will let you both roleplay as you wish on that.
Now, I know you're one of the more trustworthy of this group, and she kind of glares at the other members like Scarlet interacts it. But I'll be the one to be the judge of that. And she just grabs Obi by the what the fuck is that?
Sorry, prepping things that wasn't supposed to be seen.
But
What?
I will assure you that any dangers in which Obi was facing in current endeavors, we were very adamant on ensuring the prime safety of your husband. That is an honest to God, perfect explanation.
Bird?
Drax is just kind of mumble, "Yeah, he's perfectly fine," and just start slowly trotting away.
You're dragging Scarlet with you.
Moira's gonna grab Obi's face and just kind of like maneuver it around, like observing him, looking for even the smallest of scratch. So, would anyone care to tell me? Hercules just fucking walking on. Would anyone care to tell me exactly why you're here?
Obi may deal with a stupid god and decide to, be stupid.
Just throw it out there. Here we go. Let's go, boys.
Thanks for that.
Well, maybe you should not just randomly pray to anybody and then make a deal with them.
Look, we were in a bind. I needed some help. And something answered. Fuck you mean something answered? Uh, Look, dear, it's time I come clean with you. Clean about what? I'm not exactly as innocent as I've been portraying. Oh, I could fucking tell, you heathen.
When have you ever been innocent?
When you were ye lad.
Well, you know how I normally be, in the smithy shop making wares and selling them to people in Neverwinter? Yes. I kinda, sorta have a side gig. Oh no. Are you a stripper? No, not fucking that. Instead of, like, explaining the whole thing, because Obi's kind of in shock right now that Moira's in front of him, he's just kind of going to do, I don't know, like a couple of knife tricks, like, to display, like, he kind of knows what he's doing around a knife in a way that a normal person wouldn't. To make a long story short, I'm kind of a hired gun. Is that where the money's been coming from? Unfortunately, yes. Oh, for fuck's... Why the fuck would you do that? Look, like I said, it's a long story. I'll tell you when we get back to Fandolin. But this whole time, I haven't merely been helping these people out of the kindness of my heart, just because they helped me with an ambush from goblins, like I said. I was actually part of the entire crew the whole time. I swear we get back home, I am going to kick your ass. But what's done is done. And I'm not leaving you again. I'm going to make sure that you're fine and well.
Okay. Can we appreciate the fact of how quickly he's like changing his voice here?
Yes.
I
was like, some Keon is
I was
literally-
thinking the exact same thing right there. I was like,
It sounds like
damn.
two people. At first I thought it was Bird for a minute, and I'm like, wait, hold the fuck.
You got the makings of a future DM there. Obi,
Boom,
with your
do it, baby, go.
Fluffy could be a voice actor on a Cartoon Network.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
And I just jinxed this whole thing after saying that.
No, I was doing something completely unrelated. So, you're an assassin, eh? What's this about a god? We were in a bit of a bind earlier with some zombies. A really big fucker. I needed it to die, so I just, prayed to the void, and the void answered back. And that led you to the Temple of Abathor. You knew about this place? It's right down the fucking road. Of course, I've heard about it. It's not exactly a place I'd want to be, but... So... Abathor answered you, and let me guess, you made a deal with it. Also correct.
Oh, you're gonna get your shit beat.
Moira's eye is going to, start twitching rapidly, and then she's just gonna sucker punch Obi.
Roll me an attack with Moira against Obi.
Scarlet's just gonna be in the background, like, cheering Moira on.
Well, it says she's got a war pick and a hand axe as weapons. How do I make an unarmed?
Just do any of those because they're both strength based, and a unarmed strike is strength based. So just do 1+ strength score, which would be 4 total. Does an 18 hit you, Obi?
Yes, it does.
You take 4 points of damage.
Listen, you don't want to fuck with her. I've arm wrestled her before.
Perky, I'm basically
Do it
fucking
again!
with myself.
Quit hitting yourself.
Okay, I deserve that one.
Do it again. Can I join?
Please no. In hindsight, it doesn't hurt as much as my emotions do right now.
Moira, he called you a wimp.
No, not that. Don't listen to the she-devil.
You called me a what?
She-devil.
I just want to pick up a rock and like fling it towards his head, but I know I might kill him, so I'm not going to do it.
We had a long rest. He has his hit points. He can take a hit.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at Obi's head.
But by the way, Obi, you can technically do the dodge thing to take less damage from your own hit.
Because I am technically controlling her.
Yeah.
He's not going to. He kind of deserves it.
If you'd like to make an improvised weapon attack with Scarlet,
What would I roll for that?
it's just a strength one, similar to unarmed. It's the exact same thing, actually. Except it does a D4.
The fuck is that?
That's the code. So just should be able to click on your character sheet like an attack. Any attack.
Yeah, it's just like click on your great sword or your great axe.
Yeah.
Hold on, my computer's being stupid.
You're fine. It'll deal 1d4, so it's 1 plus work.
Motherfucker!
Oh, you take another 4 damage, Obi.
Don't call me a she-devil!
Again, you can use your reaction to say half that.
Okay. I will dodge it.
Okay, you take half. Or is 15 below your armor class?
No, 15 hit.
15 hits? Wow, we need to get you better armor.
If only we knew somebody that makes weapons and armor.
Yeah.
Don't know anybody. Keep moving.
Nope.
Yeah, I used to know somebody, but then he turned greedy, so...
Oh, Obi, by the way, I'm gonna send you a message.
Should I be scared?
Always. The answer is always.
Oh, no. Oh.
By that, oh, I swear to God, if Obi kills Mora.
No.
Anyway,
Obi's gonna feed Mora to a mimic.
Can you imagine Obi
let us
feeding
continue.
Mora to a minion to his like treasure chest with the long tongue, just holding her legs as it's like going there?
I've made a decision. I'm not gonna let my husband get into any more trouble without me, so you guys are stuck with me. And I won't be hearing anything about it. I love my husband. He may be stupid, but he's my oath, and I'm going to protect that oath.
Alright. So, as the party gains its new member, what all are you going to be doing this session? What's the plans? Heading back to Phandalin, I heard.
Making sure to stay on Mora's good side so I don't get my ass beat.
I think Finland was the first stop, correct, guys?
Yeah, we were gonna look into the manor situation.
Alright. Since you all have a veritable horde right now, if you're going to be doing something like that, who would like to be the treasurer?
I have everything in the bag of holding at the moment.
Would you like to be the treasurer, then?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with it. I've been writing everything down, doing that stuff, anyways.
And you're
Alright.
the persuasive one as well, so with like dealing with money situations, getting
Alright,
more.
then.
I was gonna say Lothar's but the one in charge of all of our loots so far, anyways.
Alright. I was just wanting to know that way I know who to defer to when I need to be like, hey, how much you got?
Enough. What you need, baby?
How much do I need to surcharge this plate armor?
Alright. You all.
Means we also have to go to Lothar and be like, Papa Lothar, I need money for snacks.
Can I have my allowance for this week?
Can I have my allowance? It's a little extra. I need to buy common horror.
Scarlet needs to go and pay for some more peppermint sticks.
This time they're all going to be mine. So at least my bite will be minty fresh.
I mean, she's thinking about us people. That's very kind.
There really is, guys. Blood leaves a scent, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you all are going to be making your way back to Fanlin. Can I get someone to roll me a d20? Alright, well then that means you get there without issue. Since I don't need to roll multiple since it's so dang close. Welcome back to Phandalin. Also, I can change the music now since you're no longer in the temple.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
Some web browsers are finicky with it.
No, it worked fine. I turned it down when I was working on the one shot, so maybe it's just passed over to this. Like it's my, I don't know. I'll reset it.
Welcome back to Phandalin, everyone. The town is its usual sleepy little bustle. People going from place to place as their days go throughout
go.
and their lives continue as always. You do see, I'm blanking on his name, Sildar is currently in the middle of the town square talking with the priestess of the Shrine of Luck. Would you all like to approach?
I mean, yeah, we have his weapon to return to him.
Yeah.
Oh, we better be
Yeah.
careful. He might get greedy over the luck.
My dear Sildar, it is quite a pleasure to see you on this fine morning.
And good to see you as well. Is that my glaive?
My dear sir, we not only have your glaive, we also have retrieved your armor from the keep.
You see he lights up, very much appreciative. I mean, the armor could have been replaced, but that glaive, that's something that I've been wanting to hold on to for. Thank you. Appreciate it.
My dear old friend, it is truly my honor to bring these things back to you at this current moment.
I do believe that I offered you a reward, did I not?
In truthfulness, I wasn't around when that was offered, so I have no idea.
He said that he would offer you a reward, but he couldn't at the time. So he effectively is saying he is going to reward you, but he did not give you a reward at the moment. It's not much, but for most adventurers, it's a handsome sum. And he's gonna go into the town hall, and he'll come back out with a small bag, and you are going to get 100 gold.
My
Which
dear
seems
friend,
extremely small comparatively to what you just got.
my dear friend, I greatly appreciate your gratitude in this moment, and I assure you, I'm it's truly ecstatic on being able to provide you with your lost heirloom.
Um, and as a note, Oberisk, since I know this would be of import for you to know, no, this did not come out of the town's taxes. This came out of my own pocket.
You're fine.
Obi's like, we're good, bud. Don't worry about it.
So how have your adventures gone?
We have fared well. We are moving our way through. We feel like we are cornering in deeply on the tears that are affecting this region. We also feel as if we are inches away from securing ourselves a better foothold in our abilities.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, I was drinking at the time. She's like, "You're not allowed to drink." I was like, "Shit, I was drinking at the time. I didn't know what you're saying." All right.
He sorry, he just took a giant swig, so give him a moment. He also then swallowed it the wrong way.
Sounds about right.
My dear friend, we recently endeavored ourselves into a bounty of money, which we believe can help this town out greatly.
Oh, what do you mean?
First off, I would like to immediately give you these 2 emeralds, which will buy our deed to the manor as spoken but prior.
Are you handing these to him in broad daylight in the middle of the town square?
Good. No, we're not doing that. That's a good call.
No, I'm
No,
just asking.
no. But that's a good call. My dearest friend, I feel like we should speak in private on current endeavors that I feel like we need to discuss.
Oh, sure. We're right by the church. Would you like to go in there?
Talking about
Or
Shrine of Luck, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I trust that spot. Yeah, it's fine.
you go into the Shrine of Luck. Does anybody follow, or is it just Lothar?
I'll follow with my war buddy too.
Huh?
Let's say I'll go with them.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Draxus, as you step into the Shrine of Luck, you feel your sword seem to get heavier, as if it's being dragged to the hells.
So I was in there last time. I didn't do that.
Interesting thing, that. Anyway, Lothar, you were handing over the 2 gems.
Yes, we are planning on buying the manor outright with these 2 rather large emeralds in which I currently possess.
Yeah, by rather large, these emeralds are uncharacteristically big.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. They're like they're like miniature boulder size.
Yeah, no, they're not that big. They're big.
They're like soccer ball size.
They're not that big.
They're
That's
like
ridiculous.
they're like size 3 soccer ball size.
Grapefruits.
For anybody who grew up playing soccer, there are different levels. The largest size is 5, then it goes down from there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I'm going size 3 soccer ball, which probably is about right. I guess that's about right.
But
It's like what 4-year-olds play with.
I was gonna say, what I'm picturing is like a stress ball sized emerald, which is ridiculously huge if you like if you've actually seen
It's a
how emeralds,
softball sized. Either way, that's
Anyway.
giant. So
yeah, they're still freaking giant. You hand over the emeralds, and his eyes just kind of widen. He's like, "Where did you get these? Did you take out the green dragon?"
my dear friend, we have not taken out the green dragon. However, that its terror does wake, and it is something that dwells on our minds on a daily basis.
I was going to say, because I've actually gotten word from Neverwinter that it seems to have posted up its lair in the area.
Interesting, as we are planning on making a convention to Neverwinter in the near future.
Well, they say there's a decently sized reward for it. But to be honest, from one adventurer or former to another, the real reward is going to be the dragon itself. If you can take that down, there's a lot you can do with its corpse.
So, are we talking Venom Fang or is dead?
Not aware of the dragon's name.
Are you aware of the size of this dragon?
They were saying that it was a little bit larger than a horse.
Yeah, Venom Fang.
Interesting.
We have seen this beast from a close or afar. It depends on your definition.
Mhm.
I say this because I was not conscious for any of it.
You were conscious for like 3 seconds. All right. Well, regardless, where did you get these? It's quite something to find.
We had discovered them on our current adventures. We are searching out down in the southwest, and we acquired them through unorthodox means. However, it is entirely legitimate. I assure you, no one was harmed in this excursion.
No one was harmed. Looks out, camera pans outside to Obi.
Look, no.
Nothing happened.
For the gems, no one was harmed.
It's true.
Really hard not to actually lie here.
He kind of like nods and to the southwest. All right. Well, if that's the case, then might send expeditions out there if there's a gem mine that can produce these. Well, the deed. I'll go grab that from the town master's hall for you. It still needs the work, but this gets the deed into your name, which, well, means that you're a landowner. Which also means you get taxed. And he walks off. Which isn't, that was how people got taxed.
As a current landowner, I understand how that works.
You're just sitting there like, wait, what?
I mean, I'm like, oh, no, I just know what you're talking about. Mine just went up because, people.
So I was telling Kalen about this. If you'd like to give him 5,000 gold worth of such gems, not on top of just in total, he can get he can have somebody else go and source the work for you and get everything, but 2,000 gets the deed in your name. It's more of like paying for labor and paying for adventurers, quote unquote, to go out and do the footwork for you instead of you guys going out and doing it.
We were talking about possibly when we get to Neverwinter trying to find a guild there, like find a contractor that would do it for us.
All right. possibly
So
be able to get a discount if you did that.
yeah, so basically just up there because like we're not crashing at it right now, and it's gonna be a
Yeah.
long process. So basically going up there, maybe like a masonry guild or something similar. Like, cause I was thinking like a general contractor, just my line of work, but like
Mm.
something where like we go like, hey, here's this amount of money we're gonna pay you. You know, you find the supplies, people, da 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 da, and we'll pay you for it, basically.
And stop at the lumber mill.
Well, that would technically be on them.
Yeah,
But
that would be on them.
the lumber mill, if we're going to fix up Fandolin, is a whole nother story. And we can actually, honestly, do the same thing. So basically, try and barter out two different jobs, one for the restoration of the manor and one for the city as a whole.
All right.
The only thing is, my personal job is not useful in this because I do the electrical side of it all. There's no electricity here.
I mean, there is if you go to
Well,
like artificer areas.
Yeah, there is. But what we're doing now.
So 5K, once it's all set up and done, will just get you the keep. There is other things you can get into the keep, upgrades and such. When we get to it, you will be given a list of like, there's a blacksmith, there's teleportation circle inside, there's so on and so forth.
All right, so you're saying 5K
Gets you the place.
like full out 5K is what the place is, right? Because
Yeah,
it was 2,000
that's
down.
no bells and whistles. That's you own land. It's fully up. It's the building is fully done because it's a mansion. It's not going to be cheap. But like that will get you it built effectively.
All right, I took the five. I had already taken 5 gems out of the bag of holding, so we're at 45 now.
Oh, so you are going to pay for the 5K?
Might as well, right? Like,
I was gonna say you can pay for it now, or you can wait till you get to Neverwinter and try to contact a guild, see if you can save a gem.
all right, so then yeah, so I'll just do the 2 then for that then, yeah.
Because if not, when we come back down, we can just hand him the other 3.
Yeah, it's not going to be done for a while, so.
We're going up there anyways. It's not like it's out of our way.
Right.
All right, so I kept the other one because I took. So basically, what I did, just so you know, I took 5 out of the bag of holding.
Yeah.
And put 5 on my person.
Hmm.
So that way, if I take it out of the bag of holding, that way it's one of those like I can barter with it as is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I mean, you can take stuff out of the bag of holding anyway.
I know, but I really didn't want to basically, long story short, I didn't want to reach into a bag of holding to hand him 2 big old gems because I feel like that might given too much away. I wasn't being deceptive. I was just being not truthful.
I'm just sitting here like, what are you afraid of? He knows your adventures. He's seen a bag of holding before. It's a common magic item.
But I don't want to I just
You pull too many out of there at once, people are gonna ask questions of what else is in there.
That's right. That's why if I'm just pulling them out of a side satchel, oh look, there's 2 big old giant emeralds. Cool. You're dope, dude. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm dope. Thanks, guys. Haha. Wink.
All right. So, you all are landowners. You are still going to be taxed, even if it is just a wreck in your name.
How much is the tax so we know how much we have to keep earning to like?
It is a whopping 100 gold a year. It's a lord's keep. That's actually a lot for most people. Y'all could literally you could literally hand him a gem and be like, "We're set for 10 years." Cool, thanks.
And how long in game time have we been playing this?
I'm just gonna do that.
Y'all have been y'all been going around for like about a month, I think.
I think it'd be closer to 2.
So you just hand him back the
No.
100 gold he just gave you.
Yeah, let's just do that. The 100 gold he just gave me. Just say like, here's the year's worth of.
Yeah.
All right,
Set it aside
let,
now.
Yeah, let me take it out of the ledger because I put it in the ledger.
All right.
Well, we don't know when he's set to collect it. Is he going to collect it end of year? You know, whatever.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna take it out of it right now. So like, if it ever comes up to it, we would just like revisit and be like,
Do you have a note that it's paid? Like, just make sure you have a note.
"Oh,
Like,
I
this
won't
is
forget if
for-
someone comes asking for 100 gold. I'll stab him in the heart."
Hey Lothar, can I have 100 gold?
You fuck off. I don't have any money.
I mean, do you want to put a note if you're balancing the checkbook? Do you want to put a note? If
I'm
you've already
gonna put a note in the
subtracted it,
party ledger. Yeah, I'll put it in party ledger. 1 year taxes.
when your taxes 100 gold set aside from the reward from, you know, the reward money. Like, just
You
I just don't
you
want.
can pay him right now. He'll take
Yeah,
it instead of
that's
decide.
that's what I was gonna
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah. But I'm broke, guys. Don't come for me money. I don't have nothing.
I'm sitting here like Odie's the one who got the greed flaw.
My dearest friend, keep the reward, and we'll just use this as the taxes on the estate, so that there are no further issues.
That works for me. Make sure to put it in the coffers for the town. Perhaps it will be able to go towards rebuilding the wall around the town.
I do also hope we can rebuild the wall around the town in a very soon manner.
Why is that?
Oh, just hopeful speaking.
Also,
Out of character, is that actual hopeful speaking?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
The reason why I say that is that an entire wall around a town, that's different than rebuilding a building.
Yeah.
So this is actual hopeful speaking of like, I hope that we can make this work, because I don't want to blow our entire load around just doing that, because realistically speaking, like to build an entire affordable wall around a town, that's a lot.
I was going to say, you can see like the partial wall that's been destroyed and like overgrown throughout if you look at like the map.
Yeah, so you're looking at masonry work to build a wall at least, what, 20 feet tall, I would assume, if it's affordable wall.
It would be affordable wall.
So then you're talking about, just looking at it, I don't have a guide, but just looking at like size of buildings, all you're talking about 10 to 15 miles worth of 20-foot masonry wall. Yeah, no, we can't drop that right now.
Wasn't that something that Potato was supposed to be helping with?
Potato's only helping on a farm.
Potato's helping with a farm.
I thought we had mentioned him helping get lumber since he was so strong.
Masonry is not lumber. Although there's probably lumber in the masonry.
Yeah, I thought we had mentioned him helping get like trees because he was so strong, could probably just carry them easy peasy.
But yeah, so I think like I said, it's more wishful thinking to get. I would like to try and start rebuilding the actual township itself.
Mm.
In the time being, we might be able to hire a small militia for protection because if we increase the trade in the town can get the wall built too.
How would you increase the pay or the trade in the town?
By reinvesting. How about we reinvest in the Lion Shield Cloister people?
The people that you ended up that ended up leaving because they didn't have their supplies.
Hey, I'm saying, Shark Tank, baby.
You hear Gundren's voice in the back of your head. I've got a mine.
Oh no, that's definitely a thing.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I would like to buy the mine, preferably.
I give you all a bunch of money, and you are all like, "We're spending it now."
Oh no,
We're
no.
not.
Weren't you planning to play? What was it?
I'm sorry, but
Merchants and Monopolies.
there's a lot of planning that occurred today. By the way, there's a lot of planning that happened.
Yeah, Kaylin showed me a little bit of it.
We are very much trying to like be responsible, wealthy bitches right now.
Speaking of Bird,
Yeah.
the way I'd read Bag of Holdings, they're essentially all connected in just different doorways, right? In a way.
Depends on the lore you go by, but go shoot your shot. What's up?
Because we were talking about the bag monster.
God,
and
you son of a
Idiot.
bitch!
I need an
What
answer.
the fuck? I hate you so much right now.
Don't bring it in, and I have a ruler, and I'm gonna slap you with it.
I need an answer on whether or not they're all connected in just different doorways in this world, according to the DM.
I could easily go and smack him for you guys if you want.
Please do it
Go
right
smack
now.
him.
Yeah, no, I condone
will
this violence.
say you will learn when you learn.
No, we will not learn when we learn. We will never learn.
Whether that
Why did
be
you invite this
inquiring, whether it be you inquire with a local wizard who is scholared into such ways, or
Yeah,
Talking
no,
about
I'm gonna go talk to
Windy
Elder
Boys.
Math. No, I'm going to Elder Math in a moment, for real.
She's gonna
Elder
say,
Math is not a wizard.
Ow. I was
We can't go talk to Al, Ao, however you want to pronounce it.
Edermath?
No, he said Al. I said Ao, Al. Depends on how you want to pronounce it.
Oh,
Oh, because he got hurt. Oh, okay.
She smacked me.
Why did you bring that into this universe? You didn't have to speak it into existence, and now you did.
I said I was gonna ask.
No, motherfucker. I said I was going to turn that motherfucker out inside out to see if we had any extras in there, and you blow that shit up. I don't want to do it now. No, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now.
It wasn't that. I
No,
wanted to
it's
know
that.
if
It's
they're all
that.
Connected.
There were other. We could have waited till we were in a bigger city, and then you could have asked someone there. You did not. Right now, we now have what, like 10 nights sleep before we possibly go into Neverwinter, and none of us know. I don't know if any of our characters know of this lore or not. Like, we don't know who believes this shit. Have we heard? Is this real? We don't know. You gave us 10 nights where now we have to stay up every fucking night.
No more long rests.
I just want to point this out. I've played
that question was out of character.
I've played this game for like 20 something years of my life, and I've never heard of the Bagman until today. Okay.
Can we roll to see if like any of us have actually heard this? Because that's the thing is I don't want to play the character where like like I don't want to metagame with Ginkgo. Like, can we roll to see if like any of us have actually heard of this rumor in the past? Because then that could and like in your head you might be like, nah, I'm not fucking putting in this game, and like but we're not gonna know until we possibly roll or not. But either way, it's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. Like, we don't know what's there. It is both there and not there. Who's rolling? What are we rolling? How many people are rolling? What are we doing? Need answers?
I will say that this would be either a history or arcana check at disadvantage.
I'm proficient.
History or arcana
Not
at
this
disadvantage.
motherfucker.
Sorry.
I need to smack him again.
History or arcana at disadvantage.
See, but I have history. History is I'm proficient in, and I could do Kenku
I don't have either.
recall to do regular normal instead of advantage or disadvantage. Is that correct or no?
That is correct. Good job.
Are we all rolling, or is it a party roll?
It is as per usual with my rules. 2 people can roll, or 1 person can roll at advantage.
All right, so Drax has just rolled right now, so we only have
it
one
would be
roll.
1 more. And yes, Kenku Recall would balance it out. If you would like to do that. Was there going to be a guidance with that?
Yep, I got it.
You did not beat the DV. DC. DV is a different game. You don't know.
So at this point in time, we don't. So no one in our party. So that was more the question. No one in our party has heard the rumor or has heard this folk lore. Is that correct? Like that's what that was kind of.
That is correct. There is none of you are aware of this folklore.
Okay.
So can I make a roll? And this is completely this is tangent, but
About the flipping it up inside out.
Yep.
Arcana.
Yeah. So I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a 23, you would know that there is a way to get everything out of the bag of holding all at once in a violent fashion, and that's flip it inside out.
Well, my plan originally was to take everything out that I know is in there.
Okay.
So that way, when I flip it open, if there's any surprises, it's all at one time.
Sure.
Because we got this from the gnomes, yes?
That is correct. You got this from the gnomes.
Do we want to go into our keep and open it up there? Because you're going to be dumping out 48 gems.
Oh, you're taking everything out first.
I'll take the 45 gems out.
All right.
I took 5 out.
Oh, you took 5 out. Okay. You didn't spend. You still have 3 then in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. I would say, all right, my dearest friends, I feel like it is currently a good time to view on our new purchase of real estate. Sorry.
What?
I did the cough thing. I thought it was funny.
All right. You all head your way up to the Tresindar Manor, which you all, since you have the deed now, you can change its name. If you don't like the name Tresindar Manor, you can legally go change its name.
I feel like we might wait on that.
All right.
I don't know if we have like a team name yet.
We're not really a team. We've just Ginkgo and Lothar are a team, but the other 4 people that we've met within the month, meh.
Go a month and a half.
I feel like it's been a month.
To be fair, adventurers have gotten married after meeting each other in less time.
That's right.
It's weird.
Adventurers are weird. We've been through so much. Anyways, we don't have a team name yet, so I'm going to just keep it that's at the moment. We haven't rebuilt it yet, so I think when we do the christening, we'll have a new cool name, like you know, Fireborn, or like Death's Whisper.
Or like all these 6 people died to a dragon in memoriam.
That works too.
All right.
All right, so is everybody here as I'm about to do this dumb thing?
Name it after Ozai, the Phoenix King.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is everybody here while I do the dumb thing?
1 second.
Yep.
Yoink.
I don't know where I am. There I am.
All right.
Oh, Cat, you stink.
We're about to do a dumb thing.
Zelda?
Dumb thing. Yep.
Whichever cat just went to the litter box.
Zelda's the one with the stinky poops.
Probably.
Anyway, do the thing.
All right. I take all things out, put it onto a table in a corner, whatever like that I am aware that exists within it.
Okay.
And then now I am going to turn it inside out.
All right. Turning it inside out, there are a few things that pop out. First and foremost that you see pop out
Roll initiative.
is the corpse of a gnome.
Oh shit.
It seems to be a half-eaten corpse of the previous king.
Oh no.
Can we bring that back so he could bury it?
Yeah, we'll put it back in there because it'll preserve it. Because
It does not preserve it. It is rank. It does not preserve. It just puts it in a demi-plane. It does not put it in a stasis.
Can I use gentle repose to prevent
You could do that to prevent anything worse from happening to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But at the moment, it is rank.
I'm gonna cast gentle repose to prevent the further decay.
It is rank. It is only noticeable as the king due to the clothes that it is wearing and the bloated face that it has. But you have a feeling that been dead for some time, and the body is probably on the way to. If there were maggots there, it would be decomposing in that plane.
Yeah, but gentle repose at least gives us time that we can. I would honestly say at this point the next stop is going down there. Just if nothing else, drop off the body.
All right. The second thing that pops out that you notice is a wand. It's a very funny looking wand. It has bits and baubles of all colors throughout it. It is gold, and the bits and bobs of all colors kind of look like somebody just like took this golden wand, rolled it around in glue, then threw it in a kindergarten for like 3 days. So there's like, it looks like there's Legos attached to it. It looks like there's glitter here and there. You're pretty sure that's like Play-Doh. It's a very weird looking wand, but it is a wand.
Hey, don't we have Lenore we could bring stuff to for him to detect magic or whatever? Didn't he say he was going to learn that or something?
Yes, he did. Said he was going to try to learn Identify. Beyond that,
I'm literally writing down funny looking wand, gold bits and bobs, kit and caboodle.
Sounds good. Beyond that, you also find that inside the bag of holding was just a crap ton of scrap metal. I need a luck check from 3 of you because there's 3 different breakable things that are in there. Just roll me a D100. You're trying to look for anything 20 or below.
Everybody else roll. I have this open right now.
Okay, everything is on fire right now. Because some alchemist fire broke. You got a 20 or below Draxus, so acid isn't everywhere, and I need one more. Need one more D100. All right, Lothar. 47. Yeah, the last vial also breaks. So, Draxus, you can salvage a vial of acid from the bag, so you can add that. However, the bottle of alchemist fire and the potion of giant's might is gone.
All right. We didn't know we had it. No harm.
All good. Beyond that, onto that flaming pile, you find popping out what looks to be a mummified hand.
But
Is it Ginkgo's hand?
Someone grab it. No, it's not. But I'm gonna grab it just to be safe.
It is not Ginkgo's hand.
Do I need to do a like athletics check or something to catch things?
Yeah, we'll do athletics check or dexterity save.
People with Windows computers who are used to having Windows computers, I just did a thing and I don't know how to fix it.
Yes, what is it?
I pressed a button along the top, and I don't know which one, and
What,
everything
Your
is
F key?
super zoomed in.
Try F11.
I was gonna say if it's zoomed in, just hold down control and then use your mouse wheel and scroll back.
Nope. F11, it says no displays are available. I found it. I opened a magnifier. Where's...
Oh, that's interesting.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the hand, make me a dexterity save to save it.
Dexterity save. Okay, saving
Yeah.
throw.
Dex save throw.
Okay. At normal, advantage, or disadvantage? What am I rolling?
Just normal.
Meh.
With a 14, you happen to reach out and catch a mummified left hand that looks super shriveled.
Okay, I'm just gonna be now on catching her. Okay, so 1 second. So Lothar is opening these over a wooden table, correct? Like he's dumping it out onto a wooden table, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason why you do this is wood actually is a little bit bouncy compared to stone, so less things would break. I would just like to make that point. When I worked at a ceramic studio, we opened stuff over our wooden floors because our shit would break on our tile floors. Just want to say.
What's that message about, Brock?
No, it was just is the vial gonna break? I don't know how high he's opening this thing above it.
There was a bunch of scrap metal that fell out as well, so the vials would have broken against that.
Oh, gross.
Sure, roll me a random roll for whatever reason.
Do you want a
Brock.
20 or a 100 or what? Or who's rolling?
This is Brock. Yeah, it's a hand.
Cool.
Yep. Nothing to worry about, just a hand.
I'm grabbing a beer. Gotta pee real quick. Be right back.
Brock in the background screaming.
Can I say again that I'm sorry?
For what?
I was mostly asking if, like, all the, like, in terms of lore, if all the bags were per se connected to the void and they were just different doorways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't know.
Okay, I know as a player I don't know, but, like, just generally truthful-wise, I'm just kind of curious, like, how they work. Mechanically-wise, as me.
If I told you, I would have to kill you.
Fair enough. Because I can't trust the internet, they all lie, and they all have different stories.
It's all up to the DM of that game, however they want to run it, basically.
Fair enough. Okay, that makes more sense. Because in my mind, just like the way I was kind of picturing was like, okay, it's just outer space, and just as you open the bag, a freaking hyperspace hole just opens up, and you just grab into it. All this crap's just floating around like a trash ring.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, you can add that you have salvaged in addition to. Actually, Brock's not here, and he's the treasurer.
Yeah, he is just grabbing a peep and a beer, and he finished peeing. Yeah, so he is on his way back.
Not the peeps.
So I put the vial of acid into my inventory since I grabbed it.
Yep.
So now I got 2 vials of acid. Obi, I need you to fix my chainmail.
All right, I'm here.
All right. Yeah. So the things that you have salvaged from flipping the bag upside down and inside out is a funny looking wand, the dead king, the actual king, a bunch of scrap metal, like it's rusty scrap metal, a vial of acid, and a mummified hand, a mummified, shriveled up left hand.
I read about a shriveled up hand-ish thing.
It looks like it used to belong to a human. About human sized.
Okay, Ginkgo remembers reading something in anger in the magic book that the gnomes had.
What do you remember?
One moment. I'm getting my nerds. Way to attach a magic hand to a stump. Grant the user power over life and death.
Why would
Interesting,
you need
that.
power over life and death? Just one.
Ginkgo got the cheese touch.
So what are you going to do with that information, Ginkgo?
I'm not going to attach the hand because I want to know more about this magic, because it says life and death, and it's a finger of death kind of thing. And yeah, Genko's not about pure evil, and he's like life over or power of life and death. Yeah, that seems pretty powerful and probably not good juju.
Okay.
Ginkgo is going to research this. Yeah.
All right.
Is picking the hand back up with the bag of holding like a dog poop bag or something?
I mean, I'm touching it, I'm just not attaching it to the stumpy stump.
I like to imagine that's how we picked it all up.
All right. So is there anything anybody would like to do with these newfound loot?
Take the wand to Lennar.
All right. You seek Lennar out, and he takes the wand, and he grabs it and goes, "Ew, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?"
Gnomes.
Glue.
He sniffs it. Why does it smell like pee?
Glue.
Gnomes.
What do you want me to do with this?
Switch and flick it.
My dear friend, we're hoping that with your arcane powers you have possessed, if you can inform us of what this wand's capable of.
All right. Do you have an owl's feather and a pearl that is worth roughly about 100 gold? I need those to cast Identify.
Not one of our 300 gems we have is purple.
Put it on the shopping list to acquire at some point.
I wanted to ask Lennar about enchanting Obi's bowstring, if that was possible.
Okay. What do you need it to be enchanted with? I can't guarantee I'll be able to do it. I'm still just a... what was it that I read? Hedge wizard. I think that's what they said I was.
Well, I figured you had an affinity for firebolt, so I didn't know if you could enchant it with fire.
I can try. It's just a fire aspect on a bow.
Well, whatever you're capable of, I figure it might be the most handy.
I mean, if you leave it with me, I can see what I can do, but it might require some reagents that I don't know if I have or not. I'd have to research it.
Well, research it, and when we get back, we'll talk about it again.
Okay, is he gonna have a bow in the meantime to use?
Did we grab any extra bows?
Oh, we had some bows from when we fought the goblins and shit.
Yeah,
Let me
goblin bows,
look.
the highest of quality.
I have one longbow.
Yeah, that was from the hobgoblins. Like that. That's who.
It
had
just
them.
I just have it in the thing from keep. One longbow.
Oh, but do you use a short bow or a long bow?
Short.
Yeah, he normally uses a short bow. Let me check something. Just checking some stuff and things. Okay. Yeah, he normally just uses a short.
We didn't leave anything like that at his smithy, did we?
It's a smithy, not a bowyer.
Let me see on the ledger of the cart, which is what we left at his house.
Yeah, that's right.
And oh, hold up. There is a pearl on the human eye that was worth 80 to 100 gold that's at Obi's house. Could we use that for identify?
Want me to
You
go
might
find
be
an
able
owl?
to. You just have to find an owl.
Give Triss a day. We can get an owl's feather.
Yeah, I can go get an owl.
All
We
right,
need an owl's feather. Give a day. We'll get that. We'll get that taken care of.
make me a survival check. If you can
Can
hunt
I
down an
assist?
owl,
We don't need to kill. We just need to catch a feather, right?
just need to get a feather,
Gotta go
but
out
you
there and
still
get
need
a-
to find it.
gotta go out there
Okay,
and
can
get
Be
a
a
I
feather.
survival check. Yeah. Like I said before, you can do 2 checks or 1 at advantage.
Okay, so you needed survival. So I have a +6 to survival, and I'm proficient in it.
You have more survival than me. I have +5. And I'm proficient in it.
Do we each want to roll, or do we want to do advantage?
I would almost say, ooh. I mean, I was so close to the 6-1 half does the other, to be honest. Actually, hold
Yeah.
up, wait. If you both individually roll, could Draxus and I give guidance to one and the other?
Yes. That is not giving advantage. It is just a tertiary bonus.
So we're both rolling, and then...
However, I will say that would require you both to go hunting with, which may increase the DC considering the fact that you all are clanky boys.
Ooh, valid point. Actually, I don't know if I should go out there now anymore. I'm in power armor.
Out of context quotes, I'm in
also-
power armor.
I can also do bird calls. I could do owl calls.
Yeah, if you want to...
Performance check.
You have your staff.
I do have my staff.
Let me check, because... let me check something on the staff.
I think it was at random.
I know when you're trying it out for the first time, it's going to be random, because I made that. It does not say it's at random. You can choose. You can get an owl suit as one of them.
Could I have it... I'm trying to think, like, if I just use the staff, or... Okay, so I'm going to use the staff to do an owl hoot, but then I'm just going to keep mimicking the owl hoot until I get an owl. Like,
all right.
While I'm looking for owls to help me get an owl to appear.
All right. Do you have Kinku mimicry? It still requires a deception check.
Yes, it does. Let me find it. Yep, mimicry. Want me to link it?
Yes.
I can mimic sounds I've heard, including voices. A creature that hears a sound. They can tell if you are imitating only with a successful wisdom, which is insight, against a DC of 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus charisma. What is my I think my charisma is like a 1. No, my charisma is a +0. So proficiency bonus 3. So it would be a insight check against 11.
All right.
Are we both rolling, or are you rolling with advantage?
How do you feel about your rolls tonight? Do we could each just do a separate?
I haven't rolled yet, so I don't know. I don't.
I mean, honestly,
Let's just both roll.
it's
It's an L.
honestly, y'all are so close. It might be better if one does advantage because I don't know. I feel like statistically that might be better, but I think statistically it's the same. To be honest with you, I think statistically it's the same because y'all are so close. Still 2 rolls.
2 rolls. I'll roll.
Remember, Genko can just give himself advantage just because King could recall.
I used
So
one already. I
rolls
didn't know
are
if I
shit
need to
tonight.
use another one.
You'd have to wait till night to get an owl, or at least late evening.
That's true. Well, I needed to call it before I rolled it with Kenku Recall.
Yeah.
Still got a 17.
The hooting that you create doesn't fool anyone. However, you do happen to find them, regardless, with a 17. Ginkgo, you are traveling around hooting, trying to call owls towards you, or at least get them to lower their guard. And you eventually stumble across one of them that hoots back. Turning its head, you happen to see an owl staring at you from, well, it's facing one direction, but it's looking at you from the other. Head 180, looks at you. What do you do? Are you going to take it out? How are you going to get this feather?
Damn it, I was trying to install sound. I do not want to kill it. I'm not trying to kill a bird just for a feather. I was gonna try and approach it, like calmly and just kind of hooing, and and kind of look if I see have any feathers fallen on the on the ground, on the branches.
Make me an animal handling check.
Wait a minute.
What?
1 second.
Oh, is Trish going to do the animal handling check?
Well, no, I thought I had a spell that I could use, and I have Speak with Animals.
Do you have Speak with Animals?
Yes.
Would you like to cast Speak with Animals?
I mean, if we can't find one on the floor, I can.
All right. Make me a perception check, Ginkgo or Triss, to see if you can.
I'll assist Ginkgo if you want to do it with advantage. I'm not great at perception, I don't think.
Okay, I have a +3 on perception.
Oh, I have a +5.
You are wearing your bottle cap glasses, right?
They are my night vision glasses. Yes, if it is nighttime and
It is late evening. You are going to need them.
Then I'm going to be wearing them.
Okay. Yeah, make me a.
Then yeah.
Check. With a 12, you do not see any owl feathers laying about.
Okay. Then I will cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
Do I put that in the chat, or do I just?
Yeah, do it. Put it in the chat. All right. So, for the next 10 minutes, you are able to communicate with animals. Would you like to describe what this looks like as you cast the spell, or sounds like, since it's verbal and somatic?
No.
You don't want to?
Because I don't know. No idea.
All right. Well, then I'll describe it. Ginkgo, you watch as Triss just looks at the owl and then just starts hooting at it. And the owl starts hooting back. And they just start hooting at each other. Triss, what do you say to the owl?
Hey, good evening.
Wait.
How are you doing?
Out of character. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I'm Australian, I don't get that reference. We don't have Tootsie Pops.
Oh, you poor
Now that
thing.
I've blown your mind.
The answer is 3.
1, a 2, a 3. Chomp.
He just bites it.
All right. So what is
good
it that you
evening.
said to
How are you
owl?
doing? I said, good evening, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Who are you?
My name's Tristara, Riven Ellis. Lovely to meet you. This is my friend Ginkgo.
You see the owl kind of like spread its wings as if it's about to take off, but ends up bowing instead.
I bow back.
I copy. I bow. I just see things bowing, and I'm like, I'm a good bird. I bow.
Well, it's good to meet you both. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, who am I?
Absolutely.
My name is Winnie the Hoot.
Shut up, special. It is wonderful to meet you, Winnie. I told him to shut up. It's so special. It is wonderful to meet you, Winnie. May I call you Winnie?
To meet you too. Why, yes, it is. Why, yes, you can.
So, I don't want to keep you too long. I'm sure that you have a lot of things to accomplish this evening. You know, mice to catch and all of that good stuff. We were wondering if do owls preen? Like pluck their feathers and stuff like that?
I do. I have a nest of younglings that my mate is taking care of, and we tend to preen so we can fill the nest with our feathers and they don't get poked or they're tiny little chicks.
Well,
Why do you ask?
We require an owl feather for a spell, and I was wondering, I mean, if you wouldn't mind, I'd hate to, you know, deny your children the warmth. You know, I'm a mother myself, so I totally understand having to take care of your children. But would you be able to part with a feather? I could help you if there's a difficult spot to reach on your back, or...
A feather?
Yes, please.
It kind of cocks its head, but it's an owl, so like the head just like turns at an unnaturally large angle as it kind of looks at you. Its head canted. Says, I don't see why a feather would be too big of an ask.
Is something that I could do for you? Like, I don't want to just take without payment.
Well,
Also, it's boiling in here. 1 second while I take this hoodie off.
I don't know what a hoodie is.
Sorry about that. I was about to, like, pass out. It was so hot.
Oh, no worries.
You're fine. You're fine.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, my wife likes to collect little trinkets to decorate our nest with. Do you perhaps have a tiny little trinket that I can take home to her?
I'm trying to think what I have on me.
I have colored glass. Let's see, what else do I got?
Yes. So I one moment while I translate to my friend, he doesn't speak owl, and I kind of turn to Ginkgo and be like, "Hey, this is Winnie the Hoot. He is a buddy of ours now. He's able to give us a feather, but I feel bad just taking one without, giving back. Do you have any sort of trinket or something pretty that he could take to his wife?"
I have colored glass pieces, and with my jeweler's kit, I could probably do something to thin out, or keep it from being sharp, like round out the edges, or at least decorate also with like maybe some metal metal wire or something as well. But at least make sure it's not going to be sharp, because we don't want to cut. I don't want to injure anyone.
No, and they have babies in their
Oh
nests.
yeah, I don't want to cut babies. No one wants to cut babies.
And so I translate that now to Winnie. My friend here is a very talented jeweler. He could make something with some colored glass.
May I see it?
May he see it?
Okay, I'm gonna grab. I have. Let's see, 5 pieces of colored glass. I remember I do not have purple, because that's what we were looking for before. But I have little pieces of glass from a stained glass. 2 red, a yellow, another amber, and then like a greenish blue.
Upon seeing the yellow, the owl flaps its wings.
Okay, yellow it is. And then with my jeweler's kit, I any sharp edges, I kind of like sand down, file down, so that they're not going to be sharp and actually jagged or anything. So round it out so it's all so you could actually hold it in your hand and turn it in your hand. It wouldn't cut anything. And then I wrap a little bit of metal wire around it, so if the owl needed to had like a branch it wanted to hang it on, or whatever else, or a little twig inside that wanted to hang it on.
Make me a dexterity-based jeweler's kit check to see how quickly you can do this.
Sorry, I didn't think I turned that off.
A 23, yeah, it's mainly dull. It's mainly been rounded out already, so it was mostly just getting a little bit left and then wrapping the wire around it. You are definitely able to do it before Triss's 10 minutes is up with this owl. And once you're done, it kind of tilts its head the other direction. Again, way too far, and it looks like it's practically breaking its neck as it's looking at you. And it flaps its wings and says, "Can I perch on your arm, Miss Triss?"
Absolutely. Hold out my arm.
All right. It flaps its wings and lands on your arm. It pierces into your skin a little bit, not enough to do any damage, just because it's big owl claws.
I have my leather armor is at my wrists, and I wear gloves.
All right, yeah. Then it just
so I have
a
full on. Yeah.
And up this close, you're definitely able to tell that it is a great horned owl.
Babies.
And it tilts its head and kind of looks at you, and it is very close, and it's actually pretty heavy, despite being a bird and having hollow bones. And then it looks over to Ginkgo and kind of opens its mouth just a little bit and kind of reaches its head towards you, as if trying to ask for the little trinket.
Yeah, I gently hold it out for him.
It very gently takes the trinket, and then it holds out its wing to you, because you're a bird, and you know how to do feathers.
I do know how to preen!
What do you do?
I gently preen to well, you feel around, you see what kind of feather might come out loosely, quickly.
Yep.
Just, do the preening, and yeah, I just preen that way, trying to gently grab a feather. I do not want to just yank one. I'm not an animal.
I'm not an animal.
I'm a bird. I'm not an animal. I'm a bird. I'm not an animal. God, get it right.
I feel like that's a quote. I'm not a bird. I'm I'm not an animal. Or I'm a bird. I'm not an animal.
Working on it.
And because you know about the preening and you are a bird, this is going to be a checklist success.
Yay, we win.
As you get a actually pretty decently sized, very pretty feather from the owl's wing without harming the owl.
Yay.
And it folds its wings back up, and it kind of looks to each of you and kind of does that little bow thing again before flapping off into the night.
Just saying.
Okay, Chris, you and I, we're gonna befriend this family of owls the entire time. That it's like, if this is gonna be our new home, we're gonna come and visit them. We'll bring them trinkets, because if Lennar is gonna need feathers to do the spell, we're gonna want to befriend some owls, and like, you know, and then like this owl, and then when his children grow up, you know, them. But this will be our family of owls that we will befriend, and we will be very nice to. And if any harm befalls them, I will
fuck it up.
I will, you know, possibly murder some things. We don't know what's going to happen.
It's as I always say,
multi-classing into druid.
It's as I always say, when you move into a new home, it's important to know where the nearest graveyard is for zombie uprisings. It's important to know how close the nearest shop is, and also your local wildlife. So, this is an important part of being homeowners.
All right. So you are all able to come back near the. It's night, but it's like not so deep in the night where people aren't awake still. As you guys return with your feather. However, I will say before you go, Triss, as the owl flies away, you hear it with like a beak full of trinket. This is gonna be like the rising sun for her.
This can be like the what?
Rising sun for her.
Oh.
He is giving her the sun.
I love that. So, in the campaign that Jay and I met with, I had an owlbear cub named Winnie the Hoot.
Oh.
Is that where we got it from?
Yeah.
That's fucking adorable, and I love this so much.
Yeah. Winnie was the best, though it was also traumatizing because I had to continuously keep him alive.
Much like a real child.
Yes.
So you all make your way back to Phandalin, and you go find Lennar, who is currently sitting in Stonehill Inn eating dinner. And you bring him the
wearing
pearl.
His Aussie glasses when we saw
He
him.
he is wearing Ozzy Osbourne glasses now. Yes. They look kind of silly on him because he's trying for like the traditional wizard look with it. Like he found himself a wizard hat that's not actually like very wizardy, and he's wearing robes which are actually just like one of the it's actually just the bathrobe of Pauline. But he's trying.
He needs to be protected at all costs. Is all you're telling me right now.
But yeah, you bring him the feather and the pearl. Yes?
Yes.
All right. He looks it over as he puts his spoon down. He was eating some like cabbage rolls, and kind of looks over at you guys and says, "Well, you want me to just cast it here, or do you want to like go somewhere and like the secret, or can I just like cast it?" And
we can wait for you to finish eating. You don't need to do this right away.
I mean,
we just wanted to bring you the materials.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Would you like to join me for dinner?
Sure. I don't think Ginkgo's eaten yet.
I feel like it is a marvelous time to eat. Come
Yeah.
on.
Where do you come from?
You startled him. Apologize.
Was it not just drinking in the corner? Because I feel like I was just drinking in the corner.
Okay, you're just drinking in the corner.
I mean, I feel like that's a real thing my character would do.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So, you all have a lovely dinner in the Stonehill Inn. You all can mark off like a silver piece each for food. Or, you could just give them one of the, give them one emerald. I own this place now. Feed me.
Nah, I took a silver off.
All right. It'd actually be a little bit more than one emerald to own this place, but. All right. Lennar says, well, all right. Now that we're done eating, do you want me to cast it here, or are we going somewhere?
I feel like it would be best to let the dramatics be away from a place of social gathering.
All right. Are we going up to your new place? You're the talk of the town right now. New landowners, adventurers. New owners of the Trisendar Manor.
We don't have a proper dwelling, but it is a safe place, as I assume.
Yeah, so if you want to make home in the Undercroft that you guys like your first dungeon was in, that technically is livable. You can make it livable. It's not comfortable, but it's livable.
Set up like our bedding and stuff. And
yeah,
like
we
I
put
mean
down cots and shit, yeah.
Yeah. Out of character, I will find a blank map for it. That way you guys can I'll just post it into the group chat and y'all can Photoshop shit into it. If any of you are proficient in Photoshop, I'm not.
I just want a wet bar.
Everyone give me your wishes and I will try and include them.
You're amazing.
So, you bring Lennar to the Undercroft of the estate, and he sets out the pearl and he sets out the feather, and with one hand on the pearl, the other hand holding the feather, he kind of strokes the magic item with the feather down, then up, then down again. As he pulls his hand away from the pearl, almost arcane writing seems to start sprawling into the air. And he seems to kind of look at it. I need one of you to roll me a D100.
I've been rolling terribly, so not me.
I think Lothar showed he dumped the bag out.
I can.
All right, 70. All right. So, we are going to start. We'll start down the line of the Discord call because that'll make things easier. Brock. One moment you are watching Lennar cast this spell, and the next moment you're in the room alone. Or I should say Lothar. Triss. One moment you're watching Lennar cast this spell. The next thing, you're in this room alone. Obi. Same thing. Jaraxxus. Same thing. Scarlet. Same thing. And finally, Ginkgo. Same thing. Each of you are now in this room alone. There is nothing around you. Well, no one around you. The room's still just the same as it was.
I think I know things.
Is it good thing?
Depends on your outlook.
Can I hear anything?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Can I smell anything? Like, do I still smell the people near me? Or is all scent gone?
With an 18 Draxus, you're listening around, trying to hear if you hear anything. Then you hear Lennar's voice coming from nowhere.
Wow, where did everyone go?
I could ask the same thing.
Huh? Are you a ghost now?
My dearest friend, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Lennar, the fuck did you do?
I can indeed.
What? I didn't do anything. I just cast identify.
My dear friend, you did nothing wrong in this current situation. Did you learn anything?
Oh yes. This is a wand of wonder. However, it's slightly off. I think it's been in wild magic so long that it's even more wild magic than a wand of wonder normally is wild magic.
I wonder what a wand of wonder is.
Well, this wand.
I'm not going to do this voice to explain it. This wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges and choose a target within 120 feet of you. This target can be a creature, an object, or a point in space. Roll a d100 and consult the following table to discover what happens. However, it's extra magic in the fact that whenever you use it, you also roll on the wild magic table as well. It is Chaos Incarnate the Wand.
Got it. Never touching that again.
Well, let's not say never. We're just gonna say shits and giggles now.
It is a very odd wand of wonder. If someone would like to roll me 2d100 to give you an example of what will happen.
Not today, devil.
I'm gonna say no. We might just blow up the place we just bought.
This is not an actual roll. This is an example roll.
2d100?
2d100. A 2 and a 15. Those are very low rolls on a D100.
Sorry, I rolled the same time as Kaylin did, and that's an 86 and 74. So look at that.
All right. Well, I'll do both of those rolls, because why not? With the 86 and 74. With the 86, leaves grow from the target. Choose a point in space as the target, or if you chose a point in space as the target, leaves sprout. Words. Sorry, I'm reading this. Leaves grow from the target. If you chose a point in space as the target, leaves sprout from the creature nearest to that point. Unless they are picked off, the leaves turn brown and fall off after 24 hours. That is the first half of it. The other one was a 74. A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned. So with that, someone would grow leaves and somebody else would become poisoned. With Ginkgo's roll, you cast Slow, which is a powerful spell. And with a 15, you additionally, for the next minute, regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns. Chaos Incarnate.
Does anybody else like playing Russian roulette? I love Russian roulette.
Damn gnomes. So, Obi, do you want to leave your bow with Lennar and see if you can enchant it with fire?
This wand requires attunement from a spellcaster. That means everybody, with the exception of Obi and Ginkgo, can use this wand. Or sorry, Obi, Ginkgo, and Scarlet. So anybody who has a spellcasting feature can.
I'm good.
Actually, Obi, because of your recent level, you're technically a spellcaster now. You could use this as well.
I think I'm gonna not use it.
It's gonna sit pretty and look on a shelf.
Or we can sell it to some poor schmuck. I mean, a collector in Neverwinter.
That too.
I mean, I need a wand for my practices.
You know what, Lennar?
You don't want to give him this.
Yeah.
Why not?
He doesn't want that.
No magic, wild magic. It is very dangerous.
So far, I think it's pretty fun.
See,
Here,
he
let me
thinks
give it a
it's
shot.
fun.
He's going to get himself killed, everyone.
Just do it in the field. Wait for it, people.
He is using it right now.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
However, he is not attuned, so nothing happens. He has to attune to it first.
Can we get... guys, I'm thinking about giving him the wand. I'm not hurting for cash. Maybe our spellcaster learns a few things. You know,
He learns the dangers of wild magic.
That's right, which we learned very well, by the way. We learned that so well. We are literally pros. We are seasoned veterans, as they would say.
Yeah, maybe he learns a few things. Maybe he blows up his house.
Nope, that's why here in this joint area, which I'm thinking it is the only place he's allowed to try it. That's it.
I am a grown individual. You don't need to give me orders. I'm not a child. I may be the size of a child. Actually, I'm smaller than most children.
My dears and all, it is less for your safety as for the others around you. This is a very dangerous issue. We have dealt with wild magic in our current endeavors, and there's a learning curve, and it's mostly to keep the others okay. I'm sure of your personal safety as your cunningness and your tenacity in which you have exuded in the moments in which we have shared. I'm sure you will be fine.
Why is he so persuasive? Oh, I guess I can go out to outside of the town and such to use this.
It's a safety measure that I personally endeavor on myself when I'm trying new things.
All right, you put it that way. I'll listen to you.
All right, so I'm gonna take it out of our thing and have it Lennar. Can we add it to Lennar's some way, or should I just like?
I will add it to Lennar's that he has a wand of wild wonder.
Just say a wand of cool shit.
That's pretty much what it is.
Are we still invisible?
I like. Yes, you will be invisible for the next. Let me double check it.
But wait, so does that mean like everybody in the inn is invisible?
We're the manor, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought we were letting him eat his dinner.
Everybody within 30 feet of the point in range becomes invisible for 1 minute.
So, Obi, are you leaving your bow with Lennar?
Sure, might as well.
Well, in the morning I thought we were going to go down to Norgon and take the corpse down there.
Nomengard?
Yeah, we want to take the corpse down there. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a force of habit from World of Warcraft where there is an area called Nomragon.
As a note, this wand is a fun wand. Y'all are missing out.
Is it a magical wand?
The wild magic part of it, extra crazy. We don't want to die. like the age spell on Lothar. I don't want, an age spell if it hits Ginkgo. Ginkgo's a short lifespan. Like, we don't want to fuck with it. We don't want to die.
Are you sure you don't want to create a cloud of 600 oversized butterflies that fill a 30-foot radius centered on a target?
Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
Or spawn in a rhinoceros, an elephant, or a rat? It's a very weird wand.
Sounds terrible. The elephant, maybe not so, because of the fact they were talking about buying an elephant.
Or literally spawn in money.
50 gems?
We're not listening to you, devil.
1d4 times 10 gems.
Don't listen to the devil, people.
Each worth 1 gold piece that shoot from the wand's tip in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, dealing bludgeoning damage equivalent to how many gems you have rolled.
Make it hail.
You literally make it hail.
Instead of make it rain, you make it hail.
Don't give in to the temptation of this serpent.
Anywho, the decision has been made.
Yep.
Lennar has it.
Lennar has the money-making wand.
You don't want us to have more money. You want us to have chaos.
I want you to have chaos, yes.
Exactly.
It's so fun. I like how you're like saying no to the wild magic wonder wand, but y'all have the deck of many things.
I feel like you want us to have the wand so like more bad shit can happen to us because we have the deck of many things.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's just more of chaos is fun.
Until it gets our characters killed. Can Ginkgo try and see if he, investigate this hand?
Yeah. You already did check to see about information, but you can do like a medicine check to see what you know about it.
Because I want to see, because again, Ginkgo read the thing about life and death magic and all that stuff. And so he knows it could be attached to a stump, and it's a left hand. Wonder what hand Ginkgo's missing? It's a left. And so I just
would you like to attach it to your stump?
I do not want to attach it to the stump because I don't know anything about it. I'm afraid of that shit. Ginkgo would not. This is a dead person's mummified hand. Ginkgo wouldn't do that. Ginkgo is like, I should do more research before I do reckless things like that. Ginkgo is a little reckless, but not that reckless. So I kind of want to see, is there anything about this that might, link to anything in that reading that Ginkgo had, the shimmering runes that skittered across the page as he was reading in that magic textbook. Also, the fact that it was in the textbook that the gnomes had, and then they had it, I'm thinking these might be related. What do I have to roll?
We'll say this is a you've already done the Arcana check, so that failed. If you want to do a medicine check to learn more about the hand itself, or maybe a perception check to look for runes or whatever.
See, I'm proficient in medicine, so I can do a Kenku recall on it. But perception, because I'm trying to see if there's something about the description of this somewhat hand in that book is possibly the same hand, given if there's any vibe dark energy, dark life, because it's life and death magic. I'm just trying to link to that. So would that then be perception or medicine?
That would be Arcana again. I hope you've already failed.
Oh. Did I Arcana fail on it back, the couple sessions ago?
No, this session, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't roll Arcana. That was... I rolled to save it from falling. I didn't roll an investigation on it.
Right.
I'm scrolling to double check.
Lothar, no, that was a different something. Jiraxis rolled an Arcana on it. My apologies. You can roll an Arcana on it as well. You also have disadvantage.
Yeah, and I'm not proficient in Arcana. Okay.
Guidance can be done.
Yeah, probably gonna need that.
Actually, I'll say it's a straight roll because you did read the book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only rolled the 26 for that was out of the 100 to see if I caught the fire, and then the dexterity save for catching the hand. Okay, so Arcana straight roll. I'm clicking normal. I'm doing that. Okay, that's.
And you get a D4, I assume. Someone's gonna boop you with a guidance.
I'm gonna guidance.
A 20. With a 20, you would realize that there is a magical artifact of great renown out there called the Hand of Vecna. This isn't it.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna say.
However, it does seem like the gnomes were trying, or at least found stuff on it, and were trying to do research into it themselves. And this is their attempt at trying to recreate it, but there's an issue with that. This isn't Vecna's hand, it's just a random dude's hand that they put magic runes on.
Does it actually have any magical property? Like, did
Nope.
it hold any of the magic?
Nope.
I will take that so much. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's amazing. I'm enjoying that more than if it was Vecna's hand, because I'm like, I don't.
I was gonna say, you don't even know, in character, you don't know what about Vecna's hand.
I don't, but it was one of those, like, life and death magic. That scares Ginkgo.
I know about Vecna's hand and eye and all that good shit.
No, like, in character, Ginkgo's afraid of that life and death. Like, he doesn't understand, like, how that could be a positive thing. Something that strong has to have drawbacks and be negative. So, like, Ginkgo's very hesitant about that life and death magic being written in there. Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, it seems like the gnomes had found the passage that you had in the book and were trying to recreate what they had found. And this was a failed attempt that they squirreled away.
Bird, I was terrified because when you're talking about mummified hand, I was thinking to myself,
do you really think I'm going to give you
that's what I'm saying. Like that's literally like the most powerful magical item in D&D history.
Like, at least with the deck of many things, it balances itself out.
Nah.
I'm not giving you a freaking Hand of Vecna at level 5.
The Hand of Vecna at level 5. We literally kill everything. Congratulations. Good job, guys. Great job. Have fun. Oh, but your souls are all gone, but we go it all. We're good.
I also kind of wanted to screw with you a little bit.
You said a mummified hand. I was terrified.
Just a little.
No, a lot.
I should have also put an eyeball and a severed head.
Yep. I would have been convinced at that point.
But you know, if you did want us to have that wand of chaos, you know, feel free to just bring Lennar with us on some adventures so that you can have him use it whenever you want.
Lennar stays at Phandalin. He is one of the guardians of Phandalin now.
If you really wanted that wand with us, you would just take him with us, and then you'd make him use the wand constantly just to mess with us.
Yeah. No, out of character, like, if Phandalin is ever assaulted by, an angry green dragon trying to get revenge for whatever you guys do to it, Lennar and Potato are going to protect the village.
I do have a little bit more comfort with that knowing.
Just
However,
envision
Lennar
Lennar riding
is-
on Potato's shoulders while casting from the wand.
Lennar has wild, ridiculous magic wand, and Potato is Potato.
I'm about to say, yeah, Potato.
He's gonna cuddle the dragon to death.
I mean, pretty strong.
They are the same size, mechanically.
Be like, Potato, I know we told you could only eat vegetables, but see that dragon? If you can kill it, you can kill it.
After we get the harvested parts off.
He's just gonna hug him, be like, I'm just gonna love him and hold him, and just starts petting it so hard the head falls off.
They call it George.
Speaking of, did anyone want to roll to see if a nature check to see what all parts of a dragon are harvestable? Harvest words for what they might be able to use for.
Nature. I have a +4. I'm proficient in nature. I can use Kenku Recall. That would be my second of the day, and that'd be my final one of the day.
Which you should have 3 because your proficiency bonus is +3 now.
Oh, I thought my Kenku Recall was just 2 permanently.
Is it? Let me double check on Kinku's. Load, you computer, load.
Oh, nope, I see it. You can give yourself advantage in this way a number of times equal to proficiency bonus. Okay, so it is 3. Yeah, sorry. Mine didn't... I just thought it was permanently 2.
Nope. Alright. See if you can get information on why people would be so dumb as to hunt dragons.
Hitting Kenku Recall at advantage, nature check. Someone else then can still roll, because this is just an advantage because of my racial.
You like
Yep.
movies and money?
You know, for somebody who's so good at nature stuff, I'm actually terrible at nature.
That's funny because
I'm not
someone
proficient
this is a cleric. I'm really shitty at religion checks.
I have a
His
-1 to nature.
His monk husband is the one that should do all religious checks.
I don't need to study another god. I know my
It has to be nature?
It has to be nature.
Fuck it. Let's have a look. Yep, there we go.
Hey, they got an
Triss?
18.
So, Triss, with a 5,
Yeah.
you know that dragons fuck shit up. Don't try to fight them.
No, I know why people are so stupid to hunt dragons. They're the same people who try to hunt my people for our wings.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really stupid.
Ginkgo, with an 18, you would know that the hide of a dragon can be turned into armor. Powerful armor at that. You would know that a tooth of a green dragon can be made into a venomous dagger if one has the magical formula for it. You can harvest the venom of a green dragon to coat blades with. And to top that all off, dragons tend to have hoards and hoard magic items and wealth. And they also are menaces to society, and the longer they stay in an area, the more it becomes warped and changes in unorthodox and not exactly good ways. And with a green dragon, it's going to do that with nature. So like a red dragon might create a volcano in the middle of, a city. Green dragons are a little bit more subtle than that. but any more information than that is out of your reach with that check. That's what you get. Anyway, what you guys gonna do now?
What's good to grab from a green dragon so far that I know?
So I think Obi's leaving his bow behind with Lennar to try to enchant, and I guess Gnome Town and up to Neverwinter.
Yeah, no regard. First visit, 100%.
Back to that cursed place.
Do we want to build a coffin to bring him back in instead of just being like, here's the corpse of your dead husband. I know it looks disgusting. Look at it. Like, we should probably...
might be the better idea. Yeah.
We could...
Unfortunately, the woodworker in this town is dead.
Oh.
Yeah, he's buried on that hill.
They did pick a hill to die on?
He's buried on the hill that we live on?
Thel was the woodworker. The guy whose corpse you found in Tresendar Manor.
Oh shit. I wasn't there for that, but okay.
He was the town carpenter at the worker.
He was my best friend!
Oh. Sorry. Sorrows prayers.
I mean, you came back from the dead, Obi. Why didn't he?
Oh, that's mean.
Guess he just didn't care enough.
Oof.
Just fucking with you.
That's very rude.
Yes.
I mean, how hard could it be to build a coffin?
I don't know. You can go to the woodworker's
make
house
some rolls
and try.
He might be built. I mean, a lot of the times people like pre-build coffins. You've like a display model in his shop.
I mean, I technically do have carpenters and woodcarver's tools. I just don't have proficiency.
Do you have proficiency in them?
I said I don't have proficiency in them, but I do have them.
If you'd like to make a proficiency list, we'll say this is intelligence because you're trying to think about how to build it.
So just a normal intelligence check?
Yep.
Can I give
engineer a coffin?
Can I give him advantage? Well, I was going to do advantage and guidance because I was going to argue the advantage because I can kind of explain things because from being in the war, I've seen coffins.
I will say no on that because a lot of the bodies that were buried on the battlefield.
Apparently didn't need it.
You don't know that, motherfucker. Here's your guidance. You don't know that. Take your 4, bitch.
Unfortunately, you needed a 25 total.
Knew it, Obi. You should have rolled better. I rolled the best I could.
I rolled the best I fucking could. Well, no.
Coffins are just a really tricky
30-20.
subject. No, it's literally just a pine box. You just get a pine box. It's the DC was like 5.
He's a gnome. It doesn't need to be a very big box.
It's true.
Just saying.
It could be like a.
And it's
box.
half of a gnome.
It is half of a gnome.
Jesus Christ! Don't make this worse.
Anyone got a shoebox?
Well,
we brought your husband back. He's good. Here's his shoebox. He's all in there.
In that case, Obi and Moyer are going to go into the nearby woods outside of Tresendar Manor and get to work compiling the wood to make this coffin.
Oh.
Any excess wood that's like too small to use for the coffin, I will instead use to make arrows.
There's so many sexual innuendos going on right now. I don't even know how to start. I don't. I'm just gonna step away. Just let you know it happened. Y'all fucked in the woods. Y'all came back. There's a box. Yay us.
I mean, makeup sex is pretty good. I heard.
Because
Obi-Wan-
all
I'm
your
sure Moira's
leftover
still
wood
pissed off.
made arrows. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
He just threw them all out in my face. I did not know what to do.
I don't even think he was conscious that he was doing it either.
I wasn't. And also,
God,
Lothar, it's not your face I was throwing.
Every sentence you made just made it worse. Every one. First you go, we're gonna golf in the woods. I'm like,
it's my
oh,
Torpedo.
is that what you're gonna do? And we're gonna handle some wood. Oh, is that what you're gonna handle?
Or harvest.
Oh, that's what I call it too, baby.
And no, that was all. Like, I just said that matter-of-factly. There was no innuendos planned, but apparently I did it, like, each time.
Yes, that is correct.
It's like Charles Boyle. Please watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was all of it.
The only thing I know of Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the whole Backstreet Boys thing.
It's on Netflix. The first 4 seasons are on Netflix. Please watch it. It's amazing.
Fire.
Number 3?
The one desire.
Now
And
4.
Believe when I say
I
want it that
way.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
Number 5. Number 5,
Tell
kill my
me
brother.
why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Robots.
It was number 5. Number 5, kill my brother.
Robots.
Oh my god, I forgot why we were here. Seriously, you all need to watch it. It's amazing.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Oh, who we lose?
Who got angry?
Who we got back?
I think that was Kayla.
I understand. Sometimes the Brooklyn Nine-Nine takes people by a storm.
Nah, I think she was more NSYNC.
Look, I showed no favoritism. I love both of them dearly.
Yeah, Sari loved NSYNC, but now the DM left.
You said your singing was bad. You need to nope out of that.
First off, I already know my singing is bad. Go fuck yourself.
But no, between the two, Sari loved NSYNC, but if you actually ask her what her favorite boy band was, it's New Kids on the Block.
Oh shit. So when I was in elementary school, let me go and age myself real quick. When I was in elementary school, my sisters were huge New Kids on the Block fan. So I had heard their songs a million times, and my first grade teacher thought it was like super crazy that, you know, a 6-year-old boy knows all New Kids on the Block songs because they're super new.
Oh no, I mean, I did the same thing with NSYNC. Sari would take me to Taco Bell while she worked, and I would just start karaokeing away.
Oh no, that was just my high school years at that point.
Real quick for y'all. I don't know why, but we just kind of have no internet right now at our place. So
that happens rarely, but it happens. I understand.
I don't know if there's like a storm or something going on.
We had that today. Actually, it was moving north, so that might be the same storm.
Maybe.
I mean, we got decently where we were about. Like, I mean, if we have to do it as a, hey, call it for the night because there's no way to tell. Is it going to be back in 5 minutes? Is it going to be back in 8 hours? No one knows.
I mean, that'll work for me.
I mean, we're pretty much
Alright,
at the point where like the next trip right now is just down to Normangard, and then after that we're going to Neverwinter anyways. So
I was gonna say I can quickly summarize Nomengard real quick. You drop off the corpse. They're very sad.
Yeah, tastefully with very kind notions, by the way.
We don't just drop it and run, okay? I just want to make sure.
I figured they you ding dong ditch the king's corpse
instead of like a bag of flaming poop.
Let's ride by on road.
It was a coffin of your flaming husband, so totally different.
Anyway, they are sad but thankful. They can't really give you anything because you've already raided their treasury. They are curious on where you found it.
I mean, this wasn't us like trying to get. This was just us trying to be respectful. Like, hey, I'm sure you want this for closure.
Hmm.
Do we tell them that we found it in the bag of holding?
I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to tell them anywhere we found them.
I don't think we say he's in the bag, and we've been carrying him around ever since we left.
But yeah, we'll just call it for there, just because of the storm or whatever that's knocked out our internet. Unless it's back.
Internet's back, babe.
Internet is back.
Yes.
Then I need to refresh Roll20 because it still says that I don't have internet.
Yeah.
Anyway, strange digs. Alright, so yeah, you are able to drop off, if that's the case, you are able to drop off the king's corpse. They can't really give you anything because you've already raided their treasury. But yeah. And then you're going to go to Neverwinter, you said, yes?
Yes.
Alright, are you going Phandalin, Nomengard, Phandalin, then to Neverwinter? Or are you like...
Okay. Yeah, that makes no sense.
I need 2d20 rolls for the way to Nomengard, then the way back to Nomengard.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm. Alright, still no random encounters. So you guys get there and get back. Easy enough. And then you're going to be going to Neverwinter, yes?
Yes.
Alright, are you stopping at the Cragmaw hideout?
Shouldn't have a reason to, right?
I mean, I will remind you, Lothar, that your vision of Glassstaff, he was in the hideout. The Red Brands that escaped and Glassstaff made their way to the hideout.
We should probably do that, guys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Okay.
Yeah,
You completely forgot about that, didn't you?
I did until right now.
Yeah. You know what they've been doing in the meantime?
Prepping for my bitch ass.
Y'all, yeah.
Who
However,
is
I
this?
did out of character. Who is this? It is a character that they had to deal with previously that kind of outsmarted them and got away.
I got hit by a bunch of fucking, owlbears, so, or, yeah.
You got ganked. You almost died.
I did. I did.
Yeah, you got pimp slapped by several bugbears.
And
Out of character. I prepped for this when you guys were like level 4, level 3, level 4. So I
Cool,
expect
so we
you
just
to go
wipe the
then.
Let's go fuck them up real quick.
They've had a lot more time to prepare because y'all been meandering about and such.
I feel like they
I don't
forgot
think
about
I was
us.
part of the group when this happened.
I think they forgot about us. To be honest with you, I think they let down their guard, and they're like, "Oh, man, can't believe we did this. We wasted all of our time for nothing."
They're also
you know what we need right now? A banana split. Let's go get some banana splits.
they're also next to the high road, so they would have been able to get a lot more cargo and supplies via raids and banditry.
People would have just started to not take that road. Just saying.
It's like a thoroughfare highway.
I mean, are we doing like a Monty Python thing where I'm just like, "Tis a silly place," and we just can walk past it?
You totally could.
Are they bad people?
They are very bad
mother
people.
was a
Okay.
hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Out of character, I will say if you guys are going to do that, I do need to update what they would have, just so it's not a raffle stomp of ridiculously hilarious proportions.
Or we could just let it be a raffle stomp, but we could just move on with our day.
Yeah, I like that
And then you
idea.
wouldn't have to prep for it.
There's no way they would have thought Lonely Lothar would ever amount to anything.
Now that his husband's in the picture. Raymond, these
Exactly.
heists are fun.
These what are fun?
Sorry. It's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So like for Halloween they do like a heist. They're like, "Oh, Captain, we're gonna try and prove that we could be better criminals than these people that we arrest." And he's like, "Fine, try." And like I think it's the 5th season or 4th season. I think it's the 5th. And
when Kevin's involved, it's the 5th season.
And he comes in and he just starts like threatening people. Like, so it's after the heist is done. It's like during like the ending scene, and he's like, "I'm going to cut you both open from sternum to," like, he just starts literally threatening them, and they're just kind of like taken aback because like, so Holt and his husband are very like, they appear very mild mannered, very just sweet, genuine, kind people. So when he's saying these threats, everyone's taken aback, and then he goes, "Raymond, you're right. These heists are fun."
Yeah, this is definitely prepped for a less strong group.
Hey, D&D is about fun, and sometimes an easy win is fun.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go out and say this. Hold on. Actually, let me double check the CR of this guy. Y'all are level 5, 6 1/2 CR goons, and a wizard ain't gonna do shit for dick.
It's okay.
How about half of us stay behind then? And we don't
Literally,
even do half people.
literally, Lothar could walk in there and one-man this.
Well, then it's Lothar's battle.
Spirit Guardians just walk in, dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe Lothar wants that revenge, and so he's like, no, this is my battle. And we just
Yeah.
all sit by the imaginary cart that we're eventually going to get.
Yep.
Yo, my name's
Live a
Big Al,
little.
and I hit dingers.
I will make executive DM decision and say if you guys wish to go there, session will end early because need to prep.
Then we'll do it on the way back.
Yeah, we'll hit it on the way back.
All right.
See, I didn't know anything about this. I thought we were going to just continue walking past this place for the rest of the life of the game.
Yeah, Lothar had a dream sequence about this when y'all hit level 3.
I thought that was Wave Echo Cave.
No.
Brock just turned to me and he goes, was I drunk? I wasn't in this game then. I know that. I wasn't in yet.
Same.
I was probably drunk.
Yeah.
You were usually drunk when we're playing, but that's why there are these things called the videos that Perky posts.
You play drunk? You're drunk right now?
Always.
I don't.
Well,
I don't feel like I'm drunk right now.
No, he's not drunk right now, and he's usually not actually drunk. But if it was a game, and it was probably a basketball game on during that time, or something, or a football game, and someone wasn't doing well, yeah, probably.
The fact that I'm still functional right now, considering that we just got eliminated in the first round of the damn NCAA tournament, is impressive. That happened today, by the way.
He's very upset. I'm upset too.
My world got turned around.
It's how he has the confidence to do the Lothar voice.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all need liquid courage to do voices?
I'm just referring to the fact that my desperation of that my entire life got destroyed today.
College basketball.
My dearest compatriots, it would seem that we are not.
This isn't the
making
Taroka
bacon
deck,
today.
babe.
What?
Our Taroka deck is bigger than this.
Let me check.
Like, they're proper, like, tarot-sized cards.
No, those are our Taroka decks.
These are not Taroka.
That's our Taroka.
I remember them being so much bigger.
It's the Taroka.
We're skipping this place, going ahead and Neverwinter heading on the way back.
We need to go to a bank. I feel very nervous about our gems. Yeah, especially with the sick and twisted grin that Jay's giving me right now. Quick, hurry to a bank.
That's in Neverwinter.
That's where we're going, isn't it?
One that can deal with your yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, the cards were a lot bigger than this. They've shrunk.
They have not shrunk. The deck of many things is the one that has the large cards.
It was not this hard to shuffle these cards. Anyway, to the bank.
So that would
We're also
be,
not that far away from Triss's place.
What's the scale on this map?
A couple of days, but closer than where we were.
All right, so it will take 4 days to get to Neverwinter at normal pace.
Yeah, we don't have a cart, nothing right now. So
that is correct. We'll make it 5 days. So I will need 5 D20.
all right. In fairness, everybody does one. We got 6 people. Somebody gets set out. All right, I got the first one.
Well, Bailey went to the bathroom, so
I'm sorry. I love you all. My apologies. Oh, 5. We're doing 5 D20s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And I need one more from Obi.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only nat 20 I'm gonna get this entire time.
All right.
Obi Nice is actually fucked you all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Our bad.
No, it's actually Ginkgo and Jiraxis that rolled encounters. Let me check some things on stuff and such. Yeah, that'll be a good one for Ginkgos. For wrong click of places. For Jiraxis. Or sorry, it'd be Jiraxis's one that it would land on. For Ginkgo, you all are right about here on the high road. When you all will encounter a random encounter.
Yeah, I'm still scouting ahead, right?
I mean, it's
As is
a
tradition.
very well-traveled highway. Do you feel you'd be scouting ahead on a very well-traveled highway?
I mean, if we're on foot, I still move faster than the people behind me, so...
Yes,
I mean,
you do.
I don't trust my own mother, so...
Plus the amount of cash we're carrying around right now.
True.
And Ginkgo's just used to walking alone, and with his fast speed, he is going to slow himself down, so he's walking the same pace as them, but then he can hightail it back to them.
All right. Let me...
I didn't mean to roll that. I'm so sorry. I literally misclicked, and that was terrifying as shit.
All right.
With 12 intimidation, it is terrifying.
All right. I need one of you to roll me a d20. For Ginkgo's encounter. See what encounter it is.
And do I need to roll stealth? Because if I'm trying to be stealth as I'm walking, as is tradition.
I mean, sure. Like to roll stealth.
I feel so sneaky.
And can you also roll me a d100?
At D100, okay.
All right. So, as you are walking past through the high road, your random encounter for this one is non-hostile. You simply find that there is a makeshift little grave marker near the side of the road that there are two individuals mourning at. They don't seem to pay you any mind.
I stop and do a prayer with them.
You stop and do a prayer with them. You recognize that actually make me a religion check just in case. Mister, I only know my own religion.
I was only praying, yeah.
Okay. Actually, you would know this deity. You would notice that the holy symbol that is carved into this makeshift wooden grave marker would be the holy symbol of what's her name? Timora. I was gonna say there's literally a temple to her in the freaking town you just came from. To Timora, the goddess of luck and patron to many adventurers. So perhaps there was an adventurer who died here.
My apologies for your loss. If I may offer a prayer in the moment, if it shall help with the proceedings.
That would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Our son, he wanted to be an adventurer and set off, and he never made it back home.
Did he happen to take an arrow to the knee?
No, he
access.
encountered this thing called brown mold. No,
Yes,
I'm
it's no
joking.
All right, I stop and I do a prayer.
Yeah, you do a prayer, and they are happy for your aid and comfort. See, not all random encounters are bad.
Except for when they are.
Except for when they are. All right, and
Speaking of, everybody roll initiative.
yeah. Speaking of, congratulations! It's actually a mimic. All of them were mimics, including the grave marker. Ginkgo, you, when you're scouting about here the next day, you recognize that there is a funny looking hill on the east side of the road. It seems to have various stone, like, how to describe it. Imagine if Stonehenge was just, instead of it being a circle, was just a giant line, but it was kind of meandery. Like, still, like the whole dominoes. Huh?
Like the snake mounds?
I don't know what the snake mounds are.
You're an Ohioan.
The fuck is a snake mound?
How do I know what that is and you don't?
I don't know.
They're literally near your grandparents' house. One moment. Copy image. Paste. Serpent mound. Sorry. Serpent mound.
Oh, serpent mounds. Okay.
Sure.
Sorry. Yeah, as you're scouting ahead, you happen to just notice this really odd looking hill off in the distance. Seems to be about 30 foot high, and it's relatively flat on the top where these like stone monoliths are. It's just this row of they're about 10 foot tall. The rocks are like made out of quartz or maybe like a white granite. What's the freaking stone called?
Marble?
Limestone?
Limestone, that's what I was thinking of. But about 8 of them seem to be like these like bone white rocks that seem to like point towards the sky.
I'm gonna kind of investigate in case something might be hiding near it or behind it.
It's a
tall things.
It is a pretty damn big hill. As you make your way up it, investigating around, I assume you want to be stealthy.
I do want to be stealthy.
All right, yeah. Make me a stealth check. You feel you're pretty darn stealthy.
I feel I'm great at this shit.
Yeah.
And then investigation?
Yeah, make me an investigation check. As you get to the top of the hill, you notice something very strange. You seem to like survey the area. You notice that this hill has a very distinctive draconic shape to it, as if you are currently on the corpse of a ancient dragon
Oh Jesus! Those are the
that
ribs, weren't it?
that happened to be covered over by earth. No, you don't think those are the ribs. You think those are its back spines.
Wait. I know what that is, or at least I think I know what that is.
What is it?
Is that where the armor is that Katya had mentioned? Like, would I recognize that?
You're not there.
Well, I assume we'd be following up through the same road.
You would be. But, like, Ginkgo, if I recall correctly, scouts a mile ahead.
Yep.
Take you a while. So, Ginkgo, you have a while to investigate this before your party gets here.
Yeah, I want to keep investigating shit. I got all the time to myself. This is amazing, you guys.
Yeah, Ginkgo, what do you do as you're, like, staying atop of this hill that, like, it's, like, when I mean distinctive dragon shape, like, if you had wings and you could fly up, it literally is dragon shaped, like spread wings, head at a like long neck, head at like an odd angle, tail, whole kit and caboodle. It's like a dragon had its final resting place right here.
Do I know what type of dragon this was? Is it metallic, chromatic, whatever? Like, would I know the story of this dragon that fell or anything?
Yeah, you can try to make me we'll say a history check to recall information.
Cool, I'm gonna do Kenku recall on that shit, because I'm really intrigued. Because I am proficient in it, so I can. Jesus.
13.
That's terrible.
I will say you get the most basic of rumor. That is that this area has been known to have witch lights about at night.
So does that lead to any type, what type of dragon it would be?
With a 13, you don't know.
Okay.
You can make your own conjectures out of character and try to, like, piece things together. But whatever this dragon was, it was large. Enough to be an ancient dragon, or perhaps even more legendary than that.
It's Galakron.
Do I know how it met its end? Either by tails or by looking at the body? Do I need to do? Okay, not the history. Okay, not on the history of it. Okay. I am going to honestly investigate the length, the width. I'm gonna look, where the try and follow the spine to where the tail would end, and also towards the snout. I just want to look for anything. Are there other bones that are sticking out?
Sure, make me a perception check. An 11.
Jesus. None of my rolls from last week are carrying over, guys.
Do you have Kinku recall on that?
Not on perception. I'm not proficient in perception.
All right. Actually, reading this, that succeeds because it's apparently a DC 10. I'm not joking. That's what it says. you do find an entrance on the third spine to a deeper part. As if there was more to this mound than just a corpse laying here.
And how far out is the rest of the party?
This is still early into your investigations.
Okay.
I mean, so far you've just looked around and like walked around.
Okay, and I have no idea if this was generally like a good-natured dragon or bad-natured, so I don't know, like, if
You can tell that the entrance is blocked off by the third spine. You'd have to like find a way to topple the spine or like get it out of the way, muscle it out of the way or something.
Ginkgo is a weak bird.
Even Ginkgo could possibly succeed this check.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. So
make me an athletics. No. You try pushing on the stone. It does not budge.
Okay, I'm going to... Is the skull visible? Like, I know the spine, but I want to walk towards where the skull would possibly be and see if there's the skull visible. Get the better view of this dragon.
The skull, if it was visible at one point, is no longer, as it is covered up. You get the feeling that there is the skull there, and you get like a vague head shape, like not really anything more.
Okay, I'm gonna take note where it would be, just so I can, like, when everyone else gets here, I can point them to where everything is. Okay, I found the one entrance I just can't open. Can I climb on top of the spine bones?
Yeah.
One of them just get a little bit better of an aerial.
Yeah. Make me a second perception check. With a 22, I will say that you get a good enough perception check where I can share with you the outer map, at least into the Discord. Give me 1 second while I copy the file. All right, it is uploading slowly, ever so slowly. So how about that basketball game?
Oh my god, I was so angry I had to leave the room. My blood pressure, it was not...
Like,
how bad was it?
Lost by 2 points. But one of our players... Okay, Auburn is a very deep team, so it's not like, okay, well, we have our starting 5, and everyone on the bench just sucks, but we need them to play while we rest our guys. No. Auburn is like, we have 5, and then we have another 5 on the bench that are great, just as good, and we have a couple more that are good backups. But one of our guys that's kind of is in that rotation literally got ejected like 4 minutes into the game. So, like, we didn't have him in the rotation, so it kind of screwed with everything. It was frustrating, and I had to leave the room, and I was just getting angry, because there was a lot of fouls not called. Ugh.
Fair enough. It is finally done loading.
Yay!
It should be an art.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm confused. Is this just a mound shaped like a dragon, or is it an actual dragon that's just been overgrown?
It appears to be the corpse of a dragon caused this.
Okay.
From Ginkgo's understanding, this is the corpse of a dragon that has been grown over. Again, under Ginkgo's understanding. And if I'm completely off base, DM can correct me. Is that a little pond lake thing over on the other side?
Yes.
Can I go investigate? I mean, I got time to kill. They're slow walkers. I'm a fast walker. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go investigate.
You say that, and I'm just picturing like Ginkgo speed walking. Have you seen the Malcolm in the Middle episode where freaking Hal goes speed walking?
Yeah. So here's the funny thing. I am the shortest of my entire family. Like all three of my siblings are 6 feet or near 6 feet or taller than 6 feet. Even both my parents taller than me. They all walk really fast, so I have to walk really fast. So like at my normal speed is like a 15-minute mile is my normal walking speed, and that's not like fast walking. And then when I visited my dad up in Minnesota a while ago, he's like, "I'm gonna go walk the mall. You want to walk with me?" Because Minnesota snow in the summer or in the winter, you just walk indoor malls. And I was walking with him, and I was like, yeah, everyone in our family fucking walks fast, and it's ridiculous. And like him at like 65 was walking like so fucking fast. I'm like, this is amazing. So that's how I imagine how Ginkgo walks, is like that same speed. Because yeah, that's 4 miles an hour. And I think we were talking about like what the cart was going. It's like, oh, this is 3 miles an hour. Oh, well, Ginkgo at 40 speed, whatever, is probably walking the 4 miles an hour.
And look, I can't help it. Me and Moira have short legs.
Moira has speed of 25. Yay, dwarf.
I mean, we
All
both
right.
have a speed of 4.
Yes, but you're also a rogue and can double dash. All right, you were wanting to check out the pond.
Yeah, because I can't open the thing, and I don't know what else I can really investigate, so I'm going to go investigate that pond. And then there's a boulder up in the upper left corner. I'm just going to investigate what I can while I'm waiting for people, because I can't get into it.
The boulder is just a boulder.
Okay.
That is all it is. Going up to the pond, however, would you like me? I'll say this is probably a survival or nature check. Your choice.
Survival, I have a +6 in, so I would like to use that one.
Okay. Roll me survival.
I'm debating. I'm going to save Kenku Recall because we're early in the day. Yay!
I don't think you needed Kenku Recall. Going up to it, the water is exceedingly clear. To the point where you can see the bottom.
Is there anything in the bottom?
Yeah. A lot of dead things that only skeletons remain of.
Are they aquatic-based skeletons? Like
yes.
things that lived in here? Or things that didn't live in the water? Okay. Aquatic. The water's clear. What else does that mean?
With a survival 26, I will let you know. It's a very caustic, very deadly, acidic sort of. You're staring at acid effectively.
Okay,
That's not
okay.
water.
I was gonna say with my survival, with the nat 20 on survival, I was like, something gotta be up. Or I gotta understand what's going on.
Kinko's like, sometimes I like to dip my toes in the water and make it feel warm.
Sometimes I just want to feel something.
Yeah, you'd feel something if you put your feet in that. It would not be a fun something either.
Hey, 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 hey. You don't know?
I mean, you want to stick your feet in it?
No?
You sure?
You don't know? You don't know you don't know what this little Kenku's thinking. You don't know? Maybe he likes to feel acid on his toes. We don't know. Let's not judge people.
Does he?
He does not. Don't listen. Nope, definitely do not.
Yeah, I'm gonna not. I'm gonna look for. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna look for a rock and a twig, and I want to throw them in the acid and see which one dissolves first, or if they dissolve at all.
The rock goes in with a, and there's a little bit of a hissing as the acid hits the ground outside and like burns away some of the grass. The twig, however, pretty much gone almost instantly.
See, you guys, if we had a ring of regeneration, I would just cut off, like, maybe a hand again. And just toss it in there and see what happens. We don't have one yet. I can't risk limbs. Okay? Sorry, people. I am sorry.
If you'd like to roll the damage on the stick, you can.
You could chuck in one of your feathers.
I could pluck a feather and just toss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
You pluck you preen and you toss a feather in, and once again, it goes away very quickly.
Okay, I'm backing away from this shit. I'm gonna say no thank you. Man, I gotta wait for them to open the door. Little bird arms got nothing. I want to investigate if anyone has been here in like recently or recently enough. Do I see any footprints? Do I see any
Looking around, it does seem like this is a fairly popular-ish spot for people to rest for the night, despite the warning of witch lights. Seems like most people think, "Oh, I'll leave them alone. They'll leave me alone." Which, to be fair, that is pretty on brand. You leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
I don't know if there's much else for me to investigate at this moment. Do I hear any animals or hear any birds? See any birds? See any animals? I mean, I know there's the acid here, but is all life, like nature and animals, gone besides plants?
No, there's still life and stuff. It just seems to be this little puddle of acid. Actually, with a make me an Arcana or Nature check. They 21. Very, very powerful dragons. As I said before, the longer they stay in an area will alter the landscape. This is probably remnants of a very powerful dragon having altered the landscape at one point in time. It's just aftermath.
Okay, I'm gonna sit up by the door area and wait for the group. I'm just gonna start waving as soon as I see them. They're just as I do. Ginko, little goofy ass, is just gonna start waving.
All right. Eventually, the party reconvenes, and you guys get to this hill, and you see Ginkgo sitting on top, waving.
My dear Ginkgo, have you uncovered anything as you're waiting for us, or we're setting camp up in this location?
It was pretty close to camp time anyway.
Alright. There's an entrance. Does anyone know about this dead dragon thing? If there's an entrance, I'm too weak.
Do I recognize this is what Katya was explaining to me that one time?
Make me a history check. This would be a history check. With a 12, you're not certain.
Because I just don't remember what it was that she exactly said that one time. I just remember fall of a dragon, armor underneath. I didn't know if he'd put 2 and 2 together.
Can Obi see if he can identify if this is a green dragon or not based on his earlier encounter with the Venom Fang?
If it's a what? Sorry, you kind of got quiet there for a moment.
I said, can Obi see if he can tell if this is the body of a green dragon based on his earlier encounter with the Venom Fang?
Yeah. Try to roll me a nature check. Like Draxus, you don't know, and that'll be the rest of the checks for this. You guys just, it's not peaking the, it's not tripping any alarm bells. It's just, this is dragon. That's about it.
So Jirax is going to go and try to open the thing that Ginkgo was talking about, thinking about what Katya had mentioned the one day. Something hidden underneath dragon bones.
Yeah, roll me an athletics check.
Anybody want to help me?
Sure.
I'll stretch out your hamstring.
Actually, depends what check is this. Oh,
Athletics. With a 18, you are unable to open this area up.
Even with Obi and me working together?
Even with the both of you working together.
Can I try?
I'll say there is one more check.
What about Scar?
Wait,
So who has
wait.
again? This is athletics.
But yeah,
Who has
Scarlet's
strength?
super. I have 6 in athletics. Plus 6. And I'm proficient.
Yeah, that's why I had Moira do it instead of Obi.
Yeah, with
All right,
all 3 of us?
I have a +5 in athletics. Okay.
I'm more looking for a number, not necessarily a set number of hands.
I was gonna say I have a 6 in athletics.
Wish I hadn't burned my 1 athletics check on it without using Kenku Recall, because I am proficient in athletics. So I could have Kenku Recalled. I didn't realize that I was so weak.
Yes, I have Scarlet try.
Yay!
Scarlet, you push, and you realize you could probably get a better angle on it if you threw some ropes over top of the spine and pull. And so you do. And you start pulling and pushing, and all of you start working in tandem, and eventually the rock that is the spine does topple, revealing a hole in the ground, leading deeper.
Drax will light a torch and have the mage hand float it down.
Your mage hand floats it down. It seems to be a spiral staircase underneath.
I'd tell everybody that there's a staircase and start slowly going down out of curiosity.
Okay.
Anybody else gonna come? Or
I mean, the whole
Oh,
party.
I'm go. Yeah, no, I'm 100% there.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a little bit to set up the map. Or I can just do it theater of the mind, and you guys have to think.
Could we have a bio break while you do that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. The Roll20 is just really not liking this map that I'm trying to add to the thing, because the map itself has a grid, and I'm trying to snap to the grid.
that was the map's grid and Roll20's grid, not one to play nice together.
Correct. Because this map is from a different module than Lost Mines of Phandelver that I was mixing into this one. So I needed to grab it from a different module. And it's not liking it. And technically count. Oh, that's why. Because whoever made this map didn't put the squares on the edges of the map as full squares. They're half squares.
Oh, gross. Who does that?
Sociopaths.
The evil.
It's the same people who cut the middle out of the pizza.
I was wondering why it was so ass.
The same people that put ice in their milk.
Why would you
I do that.
What? Why?
I like cold drinks.
But
Like really cold.
you'll water down your milk.
Not if you drink it fast enough.
Shouldn't the milk already have been in the fridge?
It needs to be colder than that shit.
Same people that put half a pound of
He
pepper
needs
on
it
their pizza.
milkshake cold. But that's there's a difference. There's people that do it and like drink it really fast, and then there's people that just like slowly sip it with a whole bunch of crushed ice in it.
My milk was too thick.
The same people that drink straight vinegar.
I sip
Hey,
it.
I do that.
Or eat raw potatoes.
I do not do
The
that.
same people that drink cheer wine.
I will not have any of that.
I'm not going to take this slander.
Sorry,
in my
the same
presence at
person
all.
who loves Dr. Pepper.
It's because Dr. Pepper's good.
Dr. Pepper's disgusting.
It's
got
okay.
46 different flavors.
23?
What's the other thing Fluffy likes that I don't like?
I don't know.
Like when it comes to food?
I wish I was good at Photoshop. That way I wouldn't have this problem. I wish I had Photoshop.
That's the real kicker.
Yeah.
Do you have a couple thousand laying around?
No.
Well, then you ain't getting Photoshop.
I was gonna say, when you mentioned Photoshop and creating your own rooms, I'm like, ooh.
Was it peanut butter?
Probably.
What's wrong with creating my own? What?
No, I was saying when you mentioned creating our own rooms in the keep using Photoshop, I'm like, oh, I'm terrible at Photoshop.
Hey, back.
Welcome back.
Blueberries are fucking perfect.
Alright, I'm just gonna say theater of the mind this. Because it's either that or I'm gonna be fighting with this map for forever. Because whoever created it is a sociopathic individual. And not the fun kind of sociopathic individual. We're talking Norman Bates.
So not like Jeffrey Dahmer or anything.
What? Jeffrey Dahmer's a fun kind of sociopath.
No, apparently he was actually a fun guy. He just liked stealing guys' dicks and using them for dildos later.
Okay, so theater of the mind. Moving on.
So as you descend down the staircase, it becomes humid. And each of you can swear that you feel breathing echoing through this entire chamber. Breeze blows your hair.
And feathers.
And feathers. As if this entire place was still alive. As you come down the stairs, Traxus, your torch is no longer the only light that everyone sees.
Yeah, babe, put that torch away.
Another light illuminates. Small, cold blue. Then another one about maybe 10 feet away. And then another one at the very base of the stairs.
Like torches or floating or?
Floating cold blue flames.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Are those the witches' flames that you mentioned earlier?
Which lights?
Witch lights. Arcana check or something to see if I know what they are?
This would not be an Arcana check. This would be a religion check.
Ginkgo.
Yep, that's Ginkgo's job. I'm not a very religious person.
That's my hubby.
But I love that Triss and Ginkgo are the two, like, non-religious people. I don't know about Scarlet. And Ginkgo is the highest religion.
I don't know. I haven't decided if Scarlet was kind of like a pagan type of thing, or if she was really religious, or she's just kind of like, well, there's something out there.
Agnostic?
Yeah,
I think she's religious. I just think she doesn't know much about it, and she hasn't picked a god yet.
well, like in D&D though, like it's one of those like everybody knows that there are gods. 100%, there are 100% gods there.
Multiple, there's all like you've seen.
Whether or not you choose to follow one's another story, but
yeah.
Like,
then there are still people who are like vehemently deny this, like literally a god walked through your backyard, Dave. No, that was a man, a very powerful wizard.
I just think she hasn't like picked one because she's just like she knows they exist, but she doesn't know like about them as much as like probably most people do. So she kind of just stays to herself.
Okay. So, religion check it would be.
Do I get? Is anyone going to assist me? Do I get advantage, or should I just roll? And
I give you guidance, baby.
Okay, so no advantage on this roll. I'm not proficient in it, so I can't use Kenku Recall. I'm just gonna let that be known. So advantage if someone's assisting, or just normal roll.
I have a -1 to religion.
I have a +1 to religion. I have the highest of the group.
Oh.
That is why I am the religious person. I have a +1.
Noted.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Dirty
You
20.
know it. 24.
Pixel.
Much like I knew about Abathur.
But between the two of us, we are very religious people.
Ginkgo, you would know these. They are commonly called witch lights. However, they have other names, such as will-o-wisp. They are a type of undead. And they have been known to lead people to treasure, but they have also been known to lead people to their deaths. It's a lingering spirit, if you will. Not quite strong enough to make itself into a ghostial form, but strong enough to make its presence known.
Do you want it?
As you guys watch them, do you guys continue to descend down the stairs?
I'm sticking with my husband.
So I'll keep leading the way, just avoiding to try to not touch them.
As you get closer, they're going to move further away until they're all together at the base of the stairs. In a line.
Like a line blocking us, or a line showing
Like
us forward?
Kind of like a line blocking you. Or maybe waiting for you.
I'll
To
approach, but not
cast
touch.
guardian spirits or not to cast guardian spirits?
I would say not. I do not want them to think that we are doing any hostile action.
I make a perception check to see if there's something or someone down here with us.
Yeah, make me a perception check. You have no idea. You are too focused on the pretty lights.
Pixel likes Cheeto Puffs.
Oh my god.
Secret.
Our dog loves Cheeto Puffs. It's amazing.
He tried to grab it out of my hands.
We have to break off little pieces.
I let her lick the cheese off my fingers, but I don't know if I want to give her one of the Puff Pots.
That's true. I like chew, I like bite, like if it's a Cheetos Puff ball, I'll bite it in half. But our dog's much bigger than a cat.
Right.
Alright. So line down the middle of the center. Can I make an insight check?
Sure, make me an insight check. They're waiting.
Waiting.
For you all to get to the bottom of the stairs.
No, that's not helpful.
Says some in front. I guess I'll head to the bottom and stop like right.
Screw it. Ginkgo will go. Ginkgo was the one who rolled the religion. He's like, meh. If I don't attack these things, I don't think they're gonna hurt me.
As you
Follow.
get to the bottom of the stairs.
I just want to be clear. I'm not trying to like touch them, just in case if that's supposed to set anything off. Like Ginkgo's just attempting to get close.
Yeah, as you get to the bottom of the stairs, they slowly back up, and then one of them goes south to where you see a winding, jagged passage. Ginkgo, from what you had seen from above, that was where the dragon's head would be. One of them goes to the north, where the dragon's tail would be. and one of them goes to the west, where one of its wings would be.
Ugh.
And none goes to the side where the other wing is?
Yeah, none of them go to the east where the other wing is.
And that is the side that has the pool of don't touch this.
Correct. You find yourselves sitting in what looks to be, as you look around, underneath this place, you see ribs making up the ceilings, breaking down into the wall. You see arm bones of the dragon. You see what once was a massive creature that could swallow a city's building whole. You are literally inside a giant corpse. A giant skeleton that seems to have been hollowed out, and there's been some sort of almost like somebody was trying to create maybe a dungeon or a temple or something inside of its corpse. As you see that there is stone floor, there's the stone stairs that you came down on, there's pathways, but at the same time it's like a mixture of the skeleton and the earth not wanting to be disturbed and the need to disturb it to create this place. To which way do you go? To what do you do?
I'm gonna float the torch down the pathway that leads towards the head and see if I can see anything.
Okay, ahead which way?
No,
The head.
The head, down towards the
Ahead. Passing the torch down through the winding
South, right?
neck piece. Yes, to the south. You would have to go with it just because of how the tunnel is. It's very windy.
Okay,
You wouldn't have to go too far. It's not like a long, long neck.
So I would do it like steps. I'd float it ahead, see if I could see anything, then walk up to it and float it ahead, see if I see anything.
Yeah, make me a perception check. 22. Yeah, you eventually see the will-o-wisp sitting atop like this little area, like flickers and floats, and then seems to descend into the ground. And looking to where it descended, it looks like there is something. Not entirely sure what it is, but it looks like the ground is different here.
And is the ground stone or is it dirt?
Looking around, it's got like it's mostly stone around you, but like there is patches of dirt because like it's not a finished thing that you're in. The area that it sunk into seems to be mostly dirt from the looks of it.
I don't have a shovel or anything to see if there's something under there. I got a crowbar. Could that count as a makeshift shovel?
Yeah, you go up to it and interact.
Carefully, but yeah. You said
As you go,
the treasure, so
As you go to interact with it, what is everyone else doing?
I am following
Also, I
a
should
safe
probably
distance
change-
behind.
I realized I should probably change the music again. My apologies.
No, it's very joyous. It's making everything very happy, like nothing could possibly go wrong.
This fits better. My apologies.
Everything's totally gonna go wrong.
So, Brock, you're staying a little bit behind. What's everyone else doing?
Me and Moira are just kind of staying in the middle of the pack. Moira's not letting go of Obi's hand.
Yeah, this is Moira's first dungeon.
Sorry, had to give the boy his inhaler.
We need to give him a shot tonight.
That's not fun, though.
I know. So as you go to interact with this, you press around and then the floor where it went in gives way, crumbles, and you realize that this is like part of the dragon's esophagus, and near where its neck is, like where it would have been when it was alive, it looks like there was a lot of arrows and swords pierced into its throat. That how it ended up becoming right about here would have been a very deadly pit trap of rusted, broken, jagged sword and various bladed accoutrement. And at the bottom, you see this little will-o-wisp flicking above a corpse that seems to have fallen in or was swallowed at one point in time and just happened to stay there.
Is the corpse wearing anything? Is there anything shiny at the bottom of the hole?
Why don't we let somebody else do that check?
I was telling, I think if it's a spirit over the body of a corpse of some type, I think our religious peoples, maybe it's trying to find rest or something. Maybe it's looking for something to help it pass over. If it's a single little spirit light is hovering over just a single body, it might be wanting assistance to pass on. Would be possibly what Ginkgo's thinking. But sorry, what are we trying to investigate on the body?
Draxus was just wanting to know more about it. Just trying to get other people to be able to interact a little bit more instead of Draxus leading everything.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure, make me a religion check.
No, mine's garbage, but it's worth a shot. It's garbage.
With a 7, you are unable to glean any extra information.
Do we recognize what type of body? Can we recognize, like, is this the body of a dwarf? You know, like size-wise, is this a humanoid? Is this you said it was an armor? Or you
yeah. Looking at it, looking into it, it seems to have been perhaps the body of an old adventurer. You're not quite able to tell what the race is from this distance, but they are definitely kitted out to either have been a soldier of some sort or maybe an adventurer.
I'm gonna come through since I've heard them stop. I heard Draxus digging. I'm curious what he found. Ginkgo is going to kind of take a look if he recognizes maybe where the armor is more common from. Like, is this something from, this is a small militia armor, or is this a bigger set of, more expensive set of armor for someone from a much larger city just,
Yeah, I'll say make me another check, a religion check on this one, or a history check, either or. Both would work.
I'm gonna try history.
With a 20, you would recognize that this is the body of a cavalier of sorts. Perhaps one with a religious background. They do seem to have a holy symbol around their neck.
Do I recognize the holy symbol?
Yeah, with a, we'll say make a perception or a religion check on this to get more information.
I'm gonna do perception because it's a +3. My religion's only a +1.
Mm-hmm. With a 15, yeah. With a 16, yes, you would be able to understand that this is a follower of Ilmater.
What kind of armor are they wearing?
Yay! I love Ilmater.
They seem to have been wearing this sort of chainmail almost.
Can I get a religion check on advantage on that? Actually,
why?
Because Ilmater is part of the triad, which is the Torm is the current leader of.
What are you trying? What are you trying to?
Oh, with the holy symbol.
You Ginkgo points it out, and you would recognize it.
Okay.
Can Obi roll a Smith's Tools check on the armor to see if I can identify who had made it? Seeing as how I go through Neverwinter, I kind of know the blacksmiths that trade within there.
I will say that this armor, you'd be able to tell just by a glance, is pretty damn old. It's far beyond anybody you would know. Actually, no, you're a long-lived dwarf. Sure, roll me a Smith's Tools intelligence.
What? Oh, no.
With a 12, it takes you a long time. You're racking your brain over it, like, who was this? And then you remember, like, back when you were, like, a wee young age of 50 years old, there was this kid in Neverwinter who was, like, super gung-ho about, he just joined the Temple of Ilmater. He's gonna be a cleric one day. And then, like, he came a while later, and he's, like, talking to you. You met him at a fountain or something like that, and he said, they want him in the knighthood, and he's super stoked, and he needs armor. But, like, that wasn't your job. You made nails at the time. So he went and got armor from, like, a local smithy that, like, no name, Bob the Smith. It's not really any renowned. But you remember the kid. Don't know his name. Just a friendly, chatty dude that you met at a fountain one day.
How old are you?
Yes.
He's a dwarf. They're long-lived. Actually, I don't know how old. I don't know how old he is. Right off.
125.
Sure, yeah.
You're a baby.
Actually, if you're only 125, you wouldn't have known this kid. Actually, maybe.
I was more so like not trying to identify the corpse. I just wanted to identify the armor to see, because blacksmiths typically have like a signature that they have to their style or whatnot.
Yeah, Obi, you would have been reading this. You would have been like 10 when this happened. So yeah, you wouldn't really know much about this armor. It's pretty old. You recognize it being part of like Neverwinter.
Would I have come across this since I'm like 200 and something?
Sure, roll me a history. See if you can't recall stuff.
One second.
Nope, you have no idea.
Alright, continuing further in.
Continuing further in, you'd have to find a way to get over the pit. Kind of blocks the way. Luckily, it's not that wide. It's like 5 feet wide, but...
We got more rope. I can fly over there.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure all of you have more than 5 strength. Y'all can just roll me in athletics to jump over. It's a very
Do
low
I have
DC.
to? Can I just fly?
You don't. You can fly.
Alright,
Scarlet
fly
can
over.
just spider climb. Oh, Lothar falls in. Luckily, if anyone's going to fall in, Lothar. So, let's see here. Obi rolled athletics, Moira rolled athletics, Jaraxxus rolled athletics, Lothar rolled athletics, Scarlet and Triss can get over in their own way. Ginkgo, are you jumping over or are you waiting on the other side?
I'm gonna wait on the other side.
You don't need to roll, Scarlet. You literally have the ability to spider climb on the wall and just bypass it.
Cheater.
So you're going to wait on the other side, Ginkgo. Okay.
Can I help get Lothar out of the pit?
Yeah, but first, Lothar, you're going to take some damage. First, roll me a d4. See how many blades you fall into.
Ooh.
You fall into 3 blades. Alright, I need you to roll me first 1d6. You take 3 damage because of your heavy armor master. Now I need you to roll me 3d6. You take 9 points of damage, thanks to heavy armor master. So in total, you take 12 points of damage. As you fall into this pit and 3 different blades stab into you. Additionally, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'll be honest, Brock is falling asleep at his chair, and he just heard roll athletics. He didn't realize that staying was an option. So,
Alright, if
didn't know
that's
what
the
was
case,
going on.
we will end after this little event. 16 saves, you're fine.
Are you good down there, big guy?
Lothar, stop trying to kill yourself every chance you get.
I will say, as Lothar finds his way out of the pit, we will pick up there next time because Lothar's falling asleep and it's like almost midnight.
We had a pretty big weekend.
We do. All right.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.